Yo, 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 yo. It's a toy kind of mood. Episode 261. Gridiron invades Yo Joe June. So they will be invading in just a little bit. And why are we starting 15 minutes early? Paul, because Hasbro started 15 minutes late.
We're making up the time. We got to pick up their slack.
Exactly. That's what we're going to do. And you know what? Paul, they all know who you are. They know who I am, I think. Maybe they know. But let's just get right into it, because the reason we really want to start 15 minutes early is because we got lots of people on the show, lots of stuff to cover. And let's get right to it. G.I. Joe.
I was also ready for this whiskey. I couldn't wait any longer.
Yo, whiskey. I'm getting hammered with these Chow limoncellos, bro. I don't even know what it is. All right, San Pellegrino. Yeah, sober life right now, just for this month. Here we go. Digital file cards are back, but again, same old story. No website, no destination. They are in a Instagram story on G.I. Joe, like held, saved, highlighted thing. But I don't know. I don't think you and I have talked about these yet. So what do you think about what we're doing here?
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it once briefly a few weeks ago on a stream. But again, my whole thing is that I'm like holding out hope that, I mean, these things exist. They're cataloging them. They're going to be somewhere. So I think one day that QR code's going to work, or they will just be right there all online just to enjoy and, kind of cull through. And but I think it's cool that they're doing this. I mean, Frostbite's appropriate now. We got the Flint coming up with the Snowcat, the image. It's the old image from Lady J's first release, but still, I mean.
Yeah, that was kind of funky to do that because, we got Arctic Flint, obviously, the Bite of the Frost. And then, we couldn't get a Lady Frost, Lady J. What's going on with that? Emma Frost J. But, I don't know what's up with that. But, we got the HasLab stuff coming on, and I'm glad they're doing more Arctic stuff, which we'll talk about. And we got a tag team there, Short Fuse and Steeler. That was a really solid. It was a Target, right? Was it Target?
I don't think it was exclusive though, was it?
Was it? Oh, okay. For some reason,
I didn't think so. But they sat there for a minute, and I was like, because every Target that I went to, no joke, even in LA, was just stacked with those guys. So I played the long game. But I played a little too long. They went down to $12 at one point, and it was too late. By the time that came across my social media feed, they were gone, and I did not get them. But I can always pick them up later. But here's the thing, too. It felt like these file cards were a little late for those two, that two-pack, Short Fuse and Steeler. But the clutch in his desert deco, I mean, is perfect timing. So it's the timing of these are a little interesting. What up, Jace?
Yeah, you said exactly what I was going to say. So actually, it's funny. Where's Mr. Gridiron? He's calling me now. He doesn't even know we're live. So is he he's texting me. Okay, cool. He just thumbed up. Yeah, he'll be here. I didn't want to, have him talk. He doesn't care about this shit. He is going to talk about Yo Joe June week 3 with us and give his opinions, and he likes to do that. So it's going to get spicy. It's going to get fun, but file cards and Jada toys and stuff. We want to get a little warmed up before the Terradrome joins us. Trav in the chat was good. What's up, Shark? I know it's like 1 million people live every Wednesday and Thursday. So if anyone's even watching this right now, I'm so fucking happy. All right, cool. Grand Slam and Dusty and Sandstorm. We're gonna actually talk about the figure on the right in detail tonight with the homies, but Grand Slam, we get the file card, and someone mentioned that file card looks very sci-fi.
Which one?
Oh, come on, Grand Slam, look at the mask. I mean, it's because the clear visor, the way it looks at this angle, it isn't green or like even a translucent blue. It's just a clear visor, but the way it's shaped, it kind of looks like a sci-fi for a second.
Yeah. No, I feel that. Dude, I had a brain fart. I was like, science fiction, not the character sci-fi. But yeah.
You're good. Good. There's only one sci-fi around these parts in a toy kind of mood. It's the sci-fi from G.I. Joe.
That's right. Yeah. It's the man. But yeah, no, these look good. Like this art, I'm digging the art so far. I mean, I don't have any AI red flags. But who the hell
Not on
knows,
this
right?
compared to like the retro carded stuff, which should be interesting once we get the next wave. And we'll save that good stuff. Yeah, not Grand Slam, but Sci-Fi's name is Seymour P. Fine.
Okay, there's the
I think
that's yeah.
Yeah, anyway.
Oh yeah.
Cobra Desert Scorpion. So we've been messing with those. They're like the greatest clearance figures of all time. And then Action Man.
And Target is like, yeah. Here's the thing. I want to say real quick. My Target here in my neighborhood is still stacked with these Desert Scorpions, and the price has been down, up, down. They're all over the place with it. But I'm keeping an eye out, man. The minute it drops down again, I'm like, okay, I could use a couple more maybe. But I think this Action Man file card is cool. I like that they're kind of, he's classified adjacent. They're taking that same vibe and putting it in that aesthetic. All right. Yeah. Oh, Assholian's back. That was one of Mark's people. Dimsa.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
I like that. Returning fans here. That's real dope. That's real cool. What the heck is Action Man? Never heard of him. Do you know the story, the Palatoy story? Do you want to break it down? Do you know it?
I don't know it. All I know is that he is like kind of a British, offshoot of G.I. Joe. It's very anybody who's from England and stuff, they know Action Man. That's their homie,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So basically, it's also an ode to the regular Joes. Maybe that's where G.I. Joe came from, because of regular Joes. That's why you have those like townsfolk, the YMCA looking dudes from the 60s Joes, and that's why we're celebrating 60th anniversary. Because this Action Man is essentially a 30th anniversary of a 30th anniversary. I know a lot of people say the figure looks more 2000s, but then they did a 30th anniversary figure that looked really close to what we've been talking about over the last couple weeks. So it was really cool. Yeah, look at this. Dude.
So was that, yeah. Was Action Man then? Was he like one of the original, like the big GI, like the doll size ones?
No, I don't think so. He's the British. I think you said it. He's like the British Tom Cruise G.I. Joe, pretty much. Like, the Mission Impossible. Okay. Ethan Hunt, I should say. Yeah. Cool. All right. Let's talk some notes.
Perfect segue, because Lenny mentioned in this interview that Action Man, they did not intend the Tom Cruise likeness. That just happened.
Hey, if I do this, maybe we'll get like way more people than 55 people watching. Maybe we'll get like 550 people. Just like they'll think it's this. But no, I'm joking.
That'd be awesome. So, but thank you to the 55 that are here. Please like.
Hey, dude. Yeah. Hey, and you know what? We started early. We were supposed to start at 8:00, and we got 56 people watching us before we were even supposed to go. That's dope as hell. Thank you guys so much. Like the show as always. Look, this is the Secret Galaxy highlights. I want to talk about this interview because this is essentially, shout to Dan Larson on many levels here. We've been kind of like, not bashing him, but kind of like, what is he doing here in this? And the first thing he said was he admitted that he was a post for BMAC to bounce off of. He said, I'm just standing there as a placeholder. And they all laugh. And I was like, all right, bro, you get my respect. Even though it's awkward as fuck, you're looking at a teleprompter, but kind of it's like, look, would he do a better job than me? Yeah. I might be an actor, but he's camera trained for this kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know,
Trev. You're selling yourself short.
Look,
you're selling yourself. You're a hell of a host. You're a hell of a host, my friend.
Well, he's not even a host. BMAC is. He's just the guy to bounce off of. I think the thing is with that is you're in corporate territory, though. You know what I mean? Like, as someone who has presented for Mattel WWE, they actually asked me to go in the spring, but I was going to actually Mania weekend. I had the whole trip planned for Vegas, so I couldn't go, which was ironic to go to WrestleMania and then not being able to present. I don't know why they would do it at the same time, but whatever. But yeah, once you have like bosses are on. Now, BMAC's chill as hell, but like you don't know who's watching. Like there could be executives watching the shit in the studio, and they, the dudes in the suits sipping the little coffee, your little latte, and you're like, I don't want to say the wrong thing. Like he was like talking about how he didn't fuck with Hooded Cobra Commander and got a lot of flack, and I don't know. I think he's doing all right with it. What else did you take away from this interview before I go down the notes, brother?
Yeah, well, I mean, I want to touch on that for a minute because, like, Secret Galaxy, he used to be Toy Galaxy. I mean, that is, see, thanks, Adam.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
But yeah, the his channel, he's one of the best out there at what he does, and he's got that polished, like he does that thing where he's got a teleprompter for his shows and he's doing it. He's got that newscaster presence and that voice, and this is a total different thing for him. So I give him a little grace and like, okay, he's like he said, he's just kind of there to support BMAC. But yeah, as far my takeaway from this, you're talking about like the corporate stuff, everything. I don't think those corporate guys were there when he was there, because one of the funny things in this interview he mentioned was how Hasbro's been making cutbacks, with their personnel, how many people they employ, and it sounded like they're also making cutbacks with the freaking air conditioning. Because did you hear him talk about how it was really hot when he was in the studio there?
No, I actually missed that. Part. Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah. I mean,
he was saying that in the interview or on the air? Hold on, sorry. I meant, was he saying that in this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he said it here in this. That was one of the things real early on when they were just BSing. He was like, "What the hell is going on over there? I was burning up,"
Yeah, I do want to comment on this. I think BMAC is getting way more comfortable though. Like I watched a lot of those Transformers, and those were tough. I mean, I'm an '86 Transformer guy. We don't cover it a lot on this channel. Shout out to Jason the X. He's the Transformer king in our circles. But man, those were tough watches. But he's getting more comfortable. I noticed this week especially, it's funny because Dan Larson is the YouTuber and Ben is marketing. Like he's an office guy, and he looked way more comfortable than Dan, in my opinion. But I love this interview with Dan. Shout out to Dan Larson, Secret Galaxy, Toy Galaxy. It's not easy. And hey, if they're paying him to chill and like hang out and know about Joe's, God bless him, man. Cool. Let's talk about the details though.
I do.
Go ahead. Yeah.
For sure.
No.
Wouldn't we all? Yeah.
There's a lot of people in the comments. I want crazy person to host and stuff, but yeah. I'm not gonna post that. Look, Lenny.
Yeah, please.
Speaking of BMAC, Lenny said that BMAC saved Hooded Cobra Commander. He said he was, and I'll use some quotes, rhinoing through the red tape. And he said, executives don't understand that we needed the Hooded Cobra Commander for the story. And even Lenny was like, I don't know if I should say this, but well, you're with Boss Fight now. So I don't think you're saying like Hasbro is bad. You're just telling it like it is. And you're giving props to BMAC is a fighter, man. I can see it. He is gonna, he's not gonna lose his job over stuff, but he's gonna push stuff to get forward. Another thing I want to talk about Cobra Commander, those tassels. We don't have pictures because you just watch the interview, but the tassels that go underneath the actually is this arm, the one that's like over here and shit. It was the longer cord was designed to go around the arm, and it was assembled wrong in the factory or the production. So Tony's render, so Tony Colello did our digital render on the Great Tonino Instagram. It has the correct orientation. So that was very fascinating. And then I thought Corey was funny saying that designing the throne was like his ultimate nightmare. You know what I mean? So, but he fucked the shit out of that throne though, right, Paul? I mean, that shit's lit.
Yeah, man, it looks so good. That was funny though when Lenny was talking about like how he was designing it, and he's like, "Did I go too far? Is it starting to look like a big chair made out of wicker? With all the weaving?" But that was good that he was like back and forth with Corey, and Corey said, "No, man, this is great detail," and it's beautiful. I want to give them like just a shout out too for like the effort and detail that was put into the back of that throne. Not that they should have like half-assed the back of it, but let's be honest, you're hardly ever going to see the back of it, but they still went all out and put all those intertwined serpents, all the I mean, it's a beautiful piece, man. I'm really looking forward to this. Of course, I had to get two, one to open, one to keep mint in box.
Wow.
Okay. And as far as the tassels and stuff you were talking about, last thing I want to say is years ago when I was putting together my very own Cobra Commander Halloween costume, I did incorporate the tassels, and I learned that they have a very fancy name. They're called aiguillet. Aiguillet. Yeah, it's a French name, aiguillet. It's fancy spelling, but yeah, that's what those honor braids are called.
Learn something new every day. Love that. All right, cool. And then more so is that the Deep Six's desiccated head, because we had talked about that a lot on the show. It's all over. People just kind of wondering what was going on with that, because there's no real reference, and there isn't. They said in Lenny just said in case of like Deep Six he's an isolationist, and in case he doesn't come up from the deep, the original plan, he said on that face, because if you notice, it's very just like very plain skin. And he said he wanted way more blue washes and detail. And he said, you know how that goes. And I was like, oh yeah, because man, that's one thing. And I don't want to get into too much with Boss Fight. We could talk about that when we're going to interview them sooner or later, whether it's after Yojo June or a Comic-Con or something. And I want to ask him a lot about the cost stuff, because man, like, they wanted to really push the limits. And that was part of the chat they had with Adventures in Collecting, which we can talk about in a second. Two more notes from this interview, Paul, is that during this interview, when they were talking about the 2-pack from Comic-Con with with Shipwreck and the Cadet.
Yep.
How we got
that place like
piece.
Springfield.
Yeah. So they basically essentially shut down the idea of any hilariously named Weather Dominator, because that's Lenny on Instagram. But they shut down any idea of that, because they talked about it and they said, well, I feel bad for the next designer with how big that thing actually is.
Yeah. Real quick, Travis, Mass Device. Sorry, Mass Device.
Well,
not okay. Yeah, not the Weather Dominator.
You got me. You got me there. You got me there. But I was so excited to talk about Weather Dominator since he's Weather Dominator.
I know. And
it's okay. That's why you're here.
Are amazing.
You're the professor.
Cobra MacGuffin devices.
You're the professor.
I should have had some glasses to push up.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think that's great that like it has dual purpose, that you can build that little scene and put your catalytic elements there as well. I think that's great. I think that's smart. Yeah. But it's interesting because I thought that too. Once I knew that, I was like, well, maybe they will start releasing more Dio pieces that you could eventually build it out. But yeah, like he said, what did he call it? That the building,
or the Weather Dominator could be too big too. The Weather Dominator could be. We're both right.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, here we go. Prophet nails it. The Dominator seems possible. The Mass Device would be much larger. So yeah, they were talking about the Mass Device. But that's okay.
Yeah.
And then the last thing on this was the Mark II Vamp rocket launcher is actually not the one from the Snowcat. It's different and smaller. That was cool, because we just all assumed, even Full Force. I'm from watching it. I don't know if you pointed that out. If you did, Chris, I mean, you're probably in bed right now, but like, my bad. Like, I'm pretty sure no one called that out. So pretty sick, man. We got 100 people watching us at 8:04. That's insane. Like the show. Next interview. This will be short. This will be short. Shout out to Adventures in Collecting. Good dudes. They actually, one time I asked a question and they posted it. Now my audio of it, that was super dope. I'm going to go real quick on this one so we can get into the toys. Lenny really wanted to make.
I do.
Yeah, go ahead.
I want to say one thing about the Snowcat thing before we move on from that, because what Lenny said, which I think is smart and it makes sense within the world. They said, yes, it's not the same, but we designed it so that it, uses the same technology and overall design as the Snowcat so that it works within the world like it's manufactured by the same company, but that's just their more compact version. I think that's a great design choice.
Mm-hmm. Cool. I love
that's all
that.
I wanted to add to that. Sorry, bro.
You got it. You're good. Talk over me. I'm just a blabbermouth. Lenny really wanted to make Lenny really wanted to make the Mauler. So hey, that thumbnail from a couple weeks ago, no. Yeah, we had fun with that.
Yeah, not so far out of reach.
Yeah, pretty far out of reach. But he called not making the Mobat a sin. So the motorized battle tank called that making a sin, but he said the Mauler was cooler and more toyetic, and then he went into more detail. So check out that interview. Just two more things, Paul. Corey and Lenny went into a very deep dive into engineering figures, which I thought was fascinating. I'm not going to go over that here, but just if you're really fascinated with how it goes, because I think the brothers there asked some real good questions about like, what's the worst thing that people don't understand about your job? And they really went into like the whole process of figures. And Tony talked about time management at a big corporation. Maybe that's part of why you want to leave, because you're just trying to make toys, and then you have to make this appearance, and you have to go to this meeting and drive here. And there's a lot of demands working for a Hasbro, Mattel, etc., compared to a boss fight or like a Super 7 or something like that. And then the last thing Tony said, and boss fight and Hasbro share a lot of the same processes they all talked about. And then Tony said there's no AI that goes into the figures at boss fight. He wanted to point that out because, as people like me making jokes and Death Valley Machine and other way more talented, I guess, digital artists or AI folks or whatever, but like people in the comments would say, this looks better than Hasbro's and stuff. Like people were saying that about that Energon Duke. I was like, no, it don't. That thing looks ridiculous. That's why I did it. It's supposed to be a joke. Like you can never replicate the true artistry of what Tony is doing with the paint and Lenny is doing in the sketches. There's no way. You can't do that through ChatGPT. This stuff is cool for a thumbnail, but when you're trying to make a figure, it's all about like Corey mastered art, like how does articulation work in the weight articulation. There's so many things that go in a figure than a fucking mock-up. You know what I mean? On a digital mock-up, which we can all do.
Yeah, the render.
Yeah. So I thought that was cool. They did 2 hours there, an hour and a half on Toy Galaxy. I wanted to cover those notes as a G.I. Joe channel, and it was really fascinating shit. So that's it for that.
Yeah, it's good stuff. I like on the other one too how they even like went into the details about like their process with sculpting. How when like they first started, they were using clay. And then they had to transition to digital. It was pretty interesting. There's a lot of interesting stuff in there. So yeah, if you guys got time, go check them out after this stream.
For sure. And hey, appreciate all the love, great comments tonight. We can't get to all of them because we just got so much. There's a lot of remember, we're at the end of June, middle of June, end of June, a lot of Comic-Con stuff coming. So Tony's Figs is doing a show right now. When he's done, he should be here. And then KJ should be here pretty shortly, Black Genghis. And then after that, we'll have Gridiron Studios here as well. Okay, Jada Toys time. I'd say like the third brand we talk about. We talk Joe, Marvel, Jada. We talk all toys, but I think Jada falls in line either the second or third most popular brand on the channel. And they hit us with this today, which was pretty dope. So I'm glad we're going Thursday today. Invincible, Mark Grayson, Battle Damage. Talk to me as someone who is watching the show as well as me. Talk about what we see here, Paul.
Yeah. I'm a few episodes behind, so this is a little spoilers for me, but it's not really ruining anything. I'm going to love the show no matter what, because I'm having a great time with that. So I like how too when he first introduced this costume, they were like, "Who the fuck are you, Invincible Boy?" But no, this is awesome, man. And to me, this really figure the design of it, the paint, this encapsulates what the show's about. It's visceral, it's gritty. They don't pull punches as far as like showing you like how violent things can get out there. And sometimes these superheroes got to make the tough calls when they're trying to protect people. And Mark's been this whole season about giving a speech about like, we don't kill this and that. But oh yeah, with the Viltrumite there, like I think that's already been sort of introduced that they're going to have to take out the Viltrumites for the sake of the whole like universe for the protection. But yeah, I mean, look at the articulation on that thing too, man. That kick, the swoosh effect. That's a great shot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Jada always has the hot fucking photography, because that's what their toys are for. They're very definitely dedicated. It's not really about accessories. It's telling stories through poses and facial reactions. And hella geek, man, this is a hella great Comic-Con exclusive, because it's like it's not like Invincible is the Comic-Con exclusive and it sells out. It's Invincible Battle Damage, and it's deluxe. It might price some people out anyway with the multiple heads. You do get an additional head for the Conquest too. So see what else we got.
No, it's perfect. Like so far, we've seen people making a lot of good choices about what they choose. These companies, what they're choosing as their exclusives for the con, and this is another great example of that. I mean, look at that paint detail too, though. I mean, look at how clean. Like if the production comes out this good, everybody's going to be very happy.
Cody, I see you. I'll get to you in a second because this is the last image I want to show. So this fight was inspired by the season 3 finale, showdown with Conquest, and it includes those 4 heads, and one of them is Conquest head. Like Jada does that. Remember they did that with the Chun-Li, pink Chun-Li. They gave us the blue face. You know what I mean? So that way you would have her hair nets, tassels, blue. So that way, yeah, exactly. So a lot of people are hyped on it. Shout to I can't even think of his. I'm a mess right now.
June.
Oh no, Unparalleled Universe, my man Wade. He got these in hand when we were at WonderCon, right? Checking them out, but he got them in hand and he was posing them and stuff. So and he was showing how sick they are. But yeah, this is a hell of an exclusive. It's got the nice fold out collector grade packaging, which I always want from a Comic-Con. Like if you get a Comic-Con exclusive, it shouldn't have the packaging that you have retail. It should be special. It should be different, because this could be for someone who doesn't collect toys. They just like Invincible and they want to have that for their whatever, like their comics and stuff. You know what I mean? Like this is to go side by side with their deluxe hardcovers. This isn't to go along with everything else. So make it great. You know what I mean? So yeah, this is a home run.
100, man. And even if it doesn't have like the flip out, it should have a sleeve just to give it that little extra oomph, like you're talking about. Or slip cover, I guess, is what they're called. Not sleeve.
Yeah, exactly. If it's not flip out, I prefer the non-slip cover. It's less work, but yeah. So these are great. Yeah. Obviously, telling stories. So Conquest good. Alternate beat up head, and we'll get into beat up heads in just a second. But yeah, this is sick, and it's crazy because I think we're gonna get this before we even get the first wave, right? Like this is pretty much gonna be our Snake Eyes 0-0.
Exactly.
Yeah, so curious about the prices. They didn't reveal that, so that gets you. I don't think they revealed that, so that gets you wondering. Yeah, so the next that was today's exclusive. Yeah, go ahead.
No, price wise, I feel like so far everything Jada's done, they're pretty reasonable. I mean, they are a premium brand. They're a premium brand, but they're fair. Nothing's out egregious. Like sometimes we get a little, sticker price shock from Hasbro.
Yeah, let's get to some comments real quick. Is Moody going to get to interview the Jada guy? So June, we've interviewed him the last few Comic-Cons. In this last WonderCon, him and I chopped it up, and he was like, I don't really have any like news. It's more of the same. We're kind of in a standstill. And we actually talked about having him here. Of course, he's very loyal to Toy Migos. That's just the way, they're both in the city of industry. They always get the figure. It's just, hey, it's cool. We've gotten hooked up with Gridiron and whatever. That's their thing. Yeah. So sometimes they have to like get first play on things, but I should be able to get I have always had no problem. Their PR guys are good. Their marketing guys are cool. So, sure. What else we got? Sean Forrester. Jada just needs to start putting out these invisible. Yeah, so there you go. You just the Comic-Con exclusive seems first. People are going to have it in hand in a month.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of cool in a way, but also I can understand the frustration. But at the end of the day, though, like delays happen, it's inevitable. But Jada is a reliable company that is trustworthy. Nobody's going to get screwed on this.
Yeah, nobody. All right. Next up, Akuma Player 2 Deluxe. Very excited for this. And you get, for the first time ever in the Jada Toys Street Fighter line, you get specific gis that we got yet. We have like additional gis. We haven't gotten that yet, which is very interesting.
Man, so Street Fighter, you know, admittedly, it's not my thing. But again, like if we get beyond like M. Bison or Ryu, then I'm kind of like, who's who, what, you know, or Dalsim, you know. But like, I can still look at something like this and appreciate the artistry, like the detail that's in this, the paint. It's a great package too, like with the effects. You got 2 cool blast effects, those kind of like lightning fire effects. Yeah, I mean, this is pretty badass, man.
We haven't gotten the big one yet. That's exclusive. The giant orange, we haven't gotten that one yet. We got the smaller one with Ryu and Evil Ryu and all that, Player 2.
So, but what's like the difference in is it just between the Player 1 and Player 2, the different color and the blast effects?
The different looks, yeah. The actual
for the
face
colors
sculpts
of the
are the same, but it's the colorway. And then
what? Man,
I don't know about these like evil kind of like he's evil Akuma in a way. Like I don't think we had those effects with Akuma. I'm not sure though. I don't remember. Does anybody in the chat remember? Okay, he says, okay, we got the original Fireball with a.
Oh yeah.
No, it's the ones around the arms that are exclusive. Sorry, it's in the. I am reading it wrong in my notes. I believe that's the one. I don't know, the lightning that goes around the arm. So there was a comment from, where is it? Bobby B. What's up, man? I wish they dropped some kind of military figure. You mean Guile? Sick bastard. All right, cool. And then yeah, so here's some more of the looks that we got here. Cool poses. Yeah, but those lightning.
Yeah, I like the lighting on this too.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, we did get that big effect with Akuma. Thanks for correcting me. It's the ones that go on around the arm. Because I think we got that blue one already, right? Then isn't that the one? Oh no, that is different. No, you know what? That's the Ken, either Evil Ryu or Violent Ken one in a different color, I believe.
Oh man, see, this is how they get you too. It's like now you got to have both, right?
Right. Shin Akuma.
Real Figs knows his stuff.
I like that he's actually fighting the Player 1 too, instead of just like another character. So you can actually see the contrast and the differences.
Yep.
The back of the gi is sick.
You know. Oh yeah.
The back of the gi is sick.
Does anybody know what that character translates to?
Oh, the kanji, yeah. Look at that slam. That's
smash. Crazy. Oh yeah. That looks like the I think it's called a scorpion move that some of the stunt guys do. My buddy Steve Brown does one where he gets his face just smashed right down. I think it's called the scorpion. He did it in Batman v Superman. But yeah, that reminds me of that. It's kind of reversed though, since he's on his back instead of face forward.
Got you. Very cool. All right, what else we got next? People are just typing one word. All right, we talked about beat up heads. We got more. We get this, so this blew me away, guys. We got all 19 heads there. So it's pretty every character. I was like, oh, they're gonna leave out like Zangief and T-Hawk because we don't have them yet. Nope. So you'll probably, some people are gonna get that beat up face before they even get the figures, because we haven't. Those just went up for pre-order like not too long ago. So it's kind of cool in a way to like get the head before.
Yeah, nobody's going to complain about that because they know they're getting the head, that the figure's coming down the pipeline. But this is a really smart way to do this too, you know. It is. It's overpowering me at this point. It's pretty big.
Oh, look at this. This is crazy.
But
You got like
it's taking.
No, I was gonna say
taking on
Lou
whole
Albano is joined Cobra. Captain Lou.
Okay. Wrestler guy, right?
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that.
Oh wait, he played Mario too. He played Mario.
That exactly. You got the red. But yeah, there's the packaging, Paul. I like it because it's got the beat up face on the front. It's got the continue. So sick.
Yeah. Because it's got to ask you if you continue because you just got your ass beat and you lost.
I didn't even notice it.
I didn't know it was coming with extra hands too.
Yo, I did not notice those hands.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you, this is a smart move. This is a really good pack.
This isn't. How much is this going to be? 19 heads, and everyone has a set of beat up hands.
I mean, realistically, what do you think? It's going to be like the price of a figure or more?
Way more than that. Think about how much a head sculpt costs on eBay.
Yeah. Especially Blanca. Look at Blanca. That's a fucking massive head.
Dude, this is probably what, $49.99? That's actually reasonable, I think. I don't even know.
No, it is. It is.
Yeah,
for sure.
I don't know. You know what? I'm going to bring my man on, and he's going to tell me what he thinks the price of this is going to be.
He's good at this game.
Yo, what's going on, everybody?
KJ.
What up,
All
gang?
Trav, what's up, man? I'm chilling, man. It's good to see people in the shout. Shout out to Professor Soundwave, Six Element, East Coast Cody, Jeff 45, Prophet, all you guys. Look. That's a lot. That's a lot of heads. I almost said a dirty joke, but I'm gonna behave since we have a very special guest on today.
Yeah.
I mean, look, man, you can pay as much as $50 for a custom head sculpt. I mean, I know I got stuff right here for Star Wars Black Series, Marvel Legends. So it depends. This could be if Jada just doesn't know what they're doing. This could be $50, but this could go as high as $150 for all the heads and hands and everything else. But it's smart because I would have to go back and buy figures I skipped from this line to get this head pack. So if they're smart, if they're really smart and be like, screw it, it's Comic-Con, $100, $99.99. Like I would go back and get E Honda, I would go back and get Vega, I would go back Balrog, Akuma, all the different characters that I just ended up skipping, just because I had these. So it's smart. It's smart for them to do that.
And it's crazy, KJ. I don't know if you were hearing us, but I was like, we're already gonna get beat up faces for characters that aren't even out yet. T-Hawk and Zangief. Like, I mean, only a few people have those.
I mean, if you hustle, man, you know, like I got my heavy duty fast as hell from CMD, and you know I didn't want to wait. So there are a couple people out there, they don't want to wait.
Yeah. Oh, we already got prices. Okay. All right. Look, 40 for Invincible, 45 for Akuma, 50 for Head Pack. What? Professor Soundwaves, 50 confirmed. For some reason, the prices weren't in the email. I get the, you know, so you just joined the mailing list. I didn't have it. Where did you?
That is a steal. That is a steal. Jada does not know what I paid $50 for one head sculpt.
That's what we just said. Yeah, on eBay you could pay 35 plus, 50 plus, especially import, KJ. Crazy. Damn.
But that's smart, man, because I'll go back. Yeah.
Go ahead, KJ.
No, go ahead.
No,
I'll go back. Go ahead.
I'll go back. I'll go back and get some of those figures. It's smart. It's smart to do.
Right.
It's an advertisement at that point.
You're right. It's $50, which is completely fair. Like, oh, it's just heads. You got 20 heads and hands. You don't even need those hands. So crazy, dude. That's nuts. It's $2.
Gotta get it. It's gonna go fast. They'll probably go fast.
Yeah. That's nuts. That's nuts. Look at these. They're fun.
The thing is, so I mean, Jada, like we were just saying, Trav, Jada's always been reasonable with their pricing. And so they're not some independent guy painting one at a time at his home that has to charge $35 per head. This is going to be a mass-produced item, but You know, it's worth it.
Yeah.
And what's cool about it too is I don't know how, rabid Street Fighter fans are, but I'm sure that every line has its cherry pickers. And so even the guys that are like, well, I only have half of these characters, they can still pick this up and make their money back and then some by selling the extra stuff they don't want on eBay. It's a win-win.
Which just reminds me that this is gonna be one of the exclusives that's gonna sell out. It's gonna sell out. You know what I mean? Thank you, KJ. You sent me the man. I gotta start looking at the SDCC blog. I was looking at that for WonderCon, and then just with all the Yojo June, I've like been slacking. But
Toy Arc has it too.
Okay, cool. Toy Arc, nice. Yeah, for some reason I did not see in the email or the website. But yeah, appreciate that. Cool. Sounds good. Thanks everyone in the chat for the information. But yeah, this is a home run. That's not bad, right? It's pretty good.
It's a great deal. It's such a good deal. It's got me thinking about getting in this line.
All right. So for the real reason we have KJ on the show, man, girls just want to have fun, bro. Had to do it. KJ. What do you come on? I think this is a mistake. What do you think? Come on, KJ.
You can go ahead and reenact. You can reenact the music videos. Girls just want to have fun, all that stuff. Goonies, good enough. You got your Goonies customs. This is gonna go perfect for it. No, it's nice. It's nice, especially if you were there for the '80s and all that stuff. It's a cute set. It's fun. Yeah,
I know, but I was thinking like from a business this is '80s. It's she's a celebrity in the '80s. I'm like, I am seeing a lot of positive comments, but that's social media. People that collect figures are in their 40s and 50s. But in general, like, I don't know. I don't know how I feel unless maybe she's in the panel or something. She's got to be in the panel at Comic-Con. That's probably the whole, because it feels too dated of an exclusive. Like they went from Cena, who had all the belts, and the Shawn Michaels thing went to Ross, and that was actually a pretty good one. I'm afraid for this one. I think this is a crazy peg warmer. I don't know.
When you dropped it into our chat, Trav, I didn't get it. It was like I was like, what the fuck? I recognized Rowdy Piper, but I was like not sure about the other two, but yeah, okay. Captain Lou Albano, and then Super Mario. No, that's it. And so then that's Cyndi Lauper. No, I mean this is interesting. Yeah, there's got to be something more to it, like you're saying, if they're doing this, because it's sort of it's out of the blue.
Yeah,
I mean, just want to have fun.
Who knows? Not against the '80s, but I just don't see this doing well. And I think they always look. It's WWE at the end of the day. WWE is the final say, and then Mattel. They both love celebrities. Love it way more. Like Hasbro doesn't even throw celebrities on anything anymore. Remember they did that for a while. They love it, and I think Cyndi was who they could book. You know what I mean? They're gonna have wrestlers there, obviously talent, but they couldn't get like Bad Bunny. Obviously, he's like the biggest star in the world, but they couldn't get like who they wanted. Maybe they asked Jelly Roll, and he couldn't do comedy. No, I'm serious. Like it could.
No, yeah, I feel you.
She's bigger than like I Show Speed, like a YouTuber, but like, I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about it. Is it a cute set? Is it fun? Yeah, I just don't know how. If it doesn't explode to me, like it doesn't feel like a big exclusive, like the Jada stuff we just saw, and even some of the Hasbro stuff.
See, I wonder though, like, what if like is that going to appeal to Cyndi Lauper fans alone?
But like, are they at Comic-Con buying this stuff, like, or online? Like, are they collecting figures? Cyndi Lauper fan, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I mean, I don't know, but it's, I mean, that was like a big hit for her, that song.
They probably looked at it as low cost because it's all like Cindy's new, but you're getting Roddy again, you're getting Captain Lou again, so it's like you just dump it in some cardboard. I don't know. I'm underwhelmed. I'm underwhelmed.
Yeah, I could tell.
Because here's the thing: when I worked at Mattel or did the gig for them, I heard cool stuff that never happened because it's contracts and legality. You know what I mean? There's a lot of that paperwork, as I always call it on the show. It doesn't pass. Oh, this is going to be the exclusive. Whoa, that's amazing. And you get a redo of Shawn Michaels hanging from the sign, which is, I thought was cool, but it's not what you thought it was going to be because it didn't work out. You know what I mean? Especially celebrity stuff. That's not why we brought KJ here. And actually, man, what's going on with Tony? Still talking about Joe Fest. We'll talk about Joe Fest next week. We have Joe Fest guests next week, but this week we're going to talk Mezco Punisher. Any of you guys intrigued by this? I'm going to go to you, KJ. What do you think about old school Mezco Punisher?
Look, man, the first Mezco purchase I ever made was a secondhand Punisher accessory kit from eBay. And it changed the whole game. Like the blast effects, the sliding chambers in the pistol, the rounds in the magazines. I mean, that's when I was like, okay, I need to pay more attention to Mezco for real. The K-bar knife, all that stuff. So Mezco and Punisher, they have a really good track record, and this is no exception. There's a lot of Mike Zeck inspiration in this one, the different utility belts.
Nice.
Yeah, the weaponry. Yeah, it goes hard, man. And you can put on their legendary Mezco effects in these weapons as well. Perfect for photos. It's great, man. It really is.
Paul, take it away. What do you see?
Man, I see some killer pack out. All these weapons. I mean, you got to have that for the Punisher. I mean, he comes with an arsenal. My only personal Mezco experience is with Destro. That was my first ever Mezco, and it's the only one I own so far. But just based on that, I know it's quality. I think he looks great. I mean, you got him like super messed up in the face there. They have so many heads in here too, though. All the expressions, like whichever version of Frank you want, he's going to be in here.
That's a great call.
Yeah.
And then there's
look
all
at that
the heads.
pack out.
I think that, there's a lot, these figures are really expensive. They're boutique figures, $125. That said, I've seen them do 125 and get way less than this. Like, look at on the right, getting a big old shield. Or no, that's like a locker door. Is that a SWAT shield or
it's like a
riot shield? Yeah.
Riot shield. You got different, you got the web gear, right? Like all over. That's what that is. All the different holsters, blast effects. This has a lot of stuff. Now, if you look at it, modern day 125 Mezco, it works. It's still expensive as fuck. It should be $80, $65 in reality, but in what we're going through, I think the value is there for what Mezco is doing. Like I got the red hood for the same price, and I was like, I should have got that right away. That figure is amazing, but this has way more stuff, way more. That came with one alternate head. This has 4, and this has so many more guns than Red Hood, who is like, he's an assassin. Like he's always shooting everybody, and this comes with so much shit.
The thing about Mezco is you got to be in sync with the aesthetic, because with the soft goods, if you're not careful, it can come off as very like Mego or like very retro. It can go either way. So soft goods cost money. Like all these accessories cost money. When you get figures with extra head sculpts, you're really getting more than one figure. They're like McFarlane Toys. He would make you buy the action figure all over again for a different head sculpt. But so I get it. I don't know if you'll ever be able to get this from, say, Entertainment Earth for $60 on sale on Black Friday, right? Like that's the value. We've seen Destro Mezco go down that low.
Yeah.
My very first Mezco was $60 Batfleck from Justice League from Big Bad Toy Store,
Yeah.
So you can get these on sale, but it's rare. You have to really be looking for them, and always keep your eyes out for a good deal.
Right.
Yeah. The value's there, like you said.
Yeah, I want to answer this question because I'm not going to answer it. A lot older than I look. So there you go. I remember Cyndi Lauper. For those who don't think so. Oh, and then there was also the Daredevil reveal, because that they snuck that in.
Oh yeah, he was in one of those promo shots there.
Yeah, let's get it. Here we go. It's in a couple.
Nice.
Right there and right here on the left. So cool tease, because I think we only got Netflix Daredevil, which I own Netflix Daredevil and Punisher, and they're both spectacular figures. That's kind of how I got into Mezco, was those two on big BBTS, but we're getting a retro. I'll tell you what, I didn't do any retro Marvel stuff because I would rather just have Marvel Legends, but Punisher, I'm like, just like one of our guests tonight, Tony, I'm crazy about Punisher, and I'll buy almost everything. So I will buy this. I already pre-ordered on Entertainment.
Did you get the One Last Kill Marvel Legends with the beard?
One Last Kill Marvel Legends, yes. Though, yes, the newest one, I absolutely pre-ordered that. Yeah.
All right. I was fine with the Daredevil Born Again, so I just kept that one.
Yeah, I think what's cool is, it's a slightly different top. It's almost the same, slightly different, but with all the different face sculpts. And we played with that last week with the Punisher Hulkbuster, the Thunderbolts set, because you can once you just have a bunch of Punishers, you can mix and mingle with it. You know?
Someone put the War Journal Punisher on the Mech Punisher. That went hard. That was. I wish I had both of those. Yeah.
Yep. 102. Come on, I'm 82. Nice. All right. Well, I don't know where the other two guys are. They're coming. We're gonna get right at 8:30. We're gonna get right into Yojo June. And I think I'll just start off saying I think this is one of the best legacy collection figures they have in the line. Would you agree, Paul?
Yeah, man. I mean, what was interesting also going back to that interview is that's what Lenny said was their intention with this legacy line was to honor people who are in service jobs, like serving the public, like this, like going on rescue missions when someone's buried under snow. I think, people could say it's a lot of reuse, but man, it looks great. It's a great pack out. I think the value's there for everything in here. And what's cool too is that the patch that kind of ties them into Doc. They made a point to say that Doc has that same patch, and they intentionally incorporated that. So, I know a lot of people. There's been talk already about like doing a head swap and making this Doc, because he did have an orange get up in one of his releases over the years. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot to like here. And Lenny even teased, there's another legacy figure coming up that looks super cool. So now I'm excited to see what the hell that's going to be.
Yeah.
KJ, what do you think about it, man?
Yeah, you can Arctic Doc. You got me thinking, like all the cool things I can do with this, especially we have Iceberg coming in. You want to build out that whole Arctic world of Joe. You can definitely do that with Snowcat, Arctic Hiss. This is just another example of that. And man, this stuff makes me miss Tony Colella from the Joe team, because he was just really smart about the different paint applications and the colors, and taking clearly this is Snow Job, but you want just change those colors. This is a completely different character. It's a completely different application.
Absolutely. The power of paint. I mean, look, and it's such a good figure. Like you said, you got Professor Soundwaves there. This is the first one legacy he ever pre-ordered because it looks so fire.
Gotcha. Cool. Yeah, this is fun.
But yeah, I mean,
lot of different looks on this one. Which is, you get a lot of different looks on all of them, but you could build this out. And we know legacy figures eventually go on sale. So the 42 is high.
Yes, they do.
Not as many people got mad about $42 on this compared to Call of Duty, dude.
You get a lot of stuff.
Yep. Yeah, it's packed out.
Yeah, no, there's the value is there for this guy for sure, I think.
Absolutely. I want to shout this guy
You
out.
got Iceberg on his stretcher.
Right. That's pretty dope. Yo, David Allen.
What's up, David?
He's going to be on next week as part of the roundtable for Joe Fest. So we got a fun show next week, Joe Fest, and the end of Yojo June. So yeah, a lot of stuff. Even if it's all reuse, it's a lot of value, right? And here it is.
Thanks, Baldy. Oh yeah. Well then, Baldy, if I've got the stash, that means the award for the beard goes to you.
No doubt about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, the winners, man. Paul needs to just open his own pizza parlor. But yo, that is a lot more than the secret ops dude or the black ops, whatever the hell he was called.
Yeah, special
there's a lot of
forces.
plastic in this.
Yeah, special forces, dude. Hey, thank you, 610 Yo Joe Daddy. What's up, fellas?
610 Yo Joe Daddy.
Smash that like, yeah, 130 people watching this early. Pretty dope. Yeah, this is a hit. Easy pre-order. And then I'll grab another when it goes on sale. And there's another look, skiing, and in good timing, right? Because we get the snowcat. We get it. I don't know what happened to that 3-pack. Is that ever gonna come out, KJ? What's up with that?
Yeah. They'll probably unveil it next week. If not next week, then just later on in the year. You know, like
I wouldn't even mind if they just gave up on that. No, the renders. You get the hype, and then if it's not good enough, you don't have to make it and spend the money. Like, just don't even come out. I don't know. I didn't
be careful with the hype, because honestly, I'm at the point now where it's like, just surprise me and be like, "Yep, pre-order." Like, awesome. Hit the button. I'm having been biting my nails waiting for an Arctic Drift Viper or Arctic repaints. It's like, okay, cool. It's like I guess they needed to show something. It's like if especially with. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, KJ. Finish, and then I'll throw in my 2 cents.
With the new guard, you can try something. You can try something new. We're 5 years deep into this line. The hype never worked on me. I already know what I want. Like, I can tell you the 5 figures. I already know what I want. That they haven't even announced in the horizon yet. So it's like, yeah, if it tickles my fancy, I'll go ahead and grab it. Like, I went ahead, I just even got Don Marino in just now. Like, that's going to be fun, right?
Mm-hmm.
Still want my Resolute figures. I still want my Rise of Cobra Accelerator figure. No one else wants that but me, but that's okay.
Wait, you want an accelerator suit figure?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, respect.
Yeah, my mayor is Muslim. My people is Jewish. My ripcord is Marlon Wayans. Like, that's how.
There you
that's
go.
just how I do it.
Listen, I want them to delve into the movies because I must have a retaliation Cobra Commander. I have to have that.
The very first kit bash I did, I made a retaliation Jinx. I took the Elodie Young head sculpt from Netflix Elektra, and I put it on a Lady Deadpool, and boom, there it was.
Nice.
All right, serious
you know
question.
What? And
wait, hold on. Serious question. Mag Daddy 3 asks, how is it good value? And we're talking about this right here. How is it good value when Snow Job was only $35? And Paul, I will go to you. How is this good value at $42 if Snow Job was only $35? What's the answer?
Well, looking at this pack out, I think he does come with just a little bit more than Snow Job, honestly. But also, I mean, the stretcher. There's a little bit more plastic in here. But also, I think we're being realistic about the times that we're living in and just the current situation.
Yes.
So yeah, it sucks, and I wish it weren't that way, but I'm trying to be realistic about that. Realizing that I'm paying more for everything now. So the cost of everything is going up. So it sort of skews, everything shifts in that direction. But Mag Daddy, yeah, I mean, it's a good point. Like, we all wish the prices were the same, because God, I can still remember 2020, you know, paying $19.99 for a classified figure. That was the dream, baby. I was in heaven.
Right.
Dude, Wave 1, because people weren't immediately feeling Wave 1 classified because it was so sci-fi and video gamified, the gold shin guards and all that stuff. I got all of Wave 1 clearance from GameStop at $5.99.
Wow.
A piece. Destro, Roblox, Scarlet Duke, even the Snake Eyes. But at that point, I had already committed to like trying to find the deluxe Snake Eyes and be like, okay, I need to get that. Yeah.
I'm more shocked that you found something on clearance at GameStop. I can't get the ones around me to mark anything down to save my. They still got freaking scrap iron there for MSRP.
Yeah, it was a different time back then. They got some nerve. I think they have a Kiko from Snake Eyes Origins for slashed down from $24.99 to $19.99. I'm like, damn.
And she's the Raw special. She's the Raw special right now for $5.99.
Yeah, it's like a Kiko's like $1.99. Like, come on, what are we talking about?
My man does follow up with this comment, and I will agree. This is terrible, 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 terrible value for $52. Just it is. I actually wrote in the notes before we got the prices. I was like, oh, 42. And then I was like, dude, Mutton Junkyard was like, what, 33? Something crazy. It was 45. But people got it for 37. I think I got 37 on Entertainment Earth. But $52 is a massive jump. $7 jump for the same, less. We're not getting all those hands. Yeah. That said, KJ, what do you think of Dusty and Coyote Sandstorm? Is it necessary? Is it a must? Do you like it?
No, it's too damn high. I think that even if they were going to jump past the $44.99 for Mutton Junkyard, I get it. It's not 2020 anymore. Croc Master was cheaper. All the Snake Eyes and Timbers were cheaper, and this is like the same amount of figure and pet that you get with those, right? So the $51.99, it's the aftermarket tax. They're trying to get some eBay dollars out of this. They see other packs go up in price, but are they seeing Desert Scorpion going for $20 at Target right now with the coupon? Are they seeing these figures being dirt cheap on eBay? If I want to get Croc Master right now, I don't have to spend more than $30 if I would get it. I would be doing someone a favor taking it off their hands if they're trying to just offload it, right? So this is a big ask. I think it's just too high. You want to jump up from $44.99. All right, $46.99, $47.99. But just psychologically seeing that 5 and that $52 these days. Look, man, I'm in LA. That's 4 gallons of gas.
Yeah.
All right. Like, so they need to take a look at those price points, or people are going to wait for, Target clearance. They're going to wait for those Hasbro Pulse Power Days, and people keep waiting. They're going to get to the point where they lose interest in this.
Mm-hmm.
You play that waiting game.
No, I agree with that. I agree, though. I really think this is one of those, like, line in the sand moments where a lot of people are going to, play the long game on this, especially at that price. And also, not to mention, like, okay, look, the Coyote, the Coyote does look better now that we're seeing it, and not just the renders. But it's still been a point of contention, amongst a lot of collectors about whether or not they like the Coyote in general and his whole look. But yeah, this is I think this figure is going to be very telling,
Right.
Todd C hit on something in the chat. The sold out was a marketing trick to build FOMO. They use FOMO, they use hype, they use addiction. Yeah. You don't need me. I'm already got the sickness, right? So it's like, I'm cool with missing out. I've missed out on stuff before. I've missed out on Nemesis Enforcer. I thought the wings were too small, so I let the streets have that. I missed out on this figure, that figure. Snow Job I gave to a friend of mine as a present, and when I went to go get another one, gone. I got shout out to Paul G. We actually were at a Skybound screening for G.I. Joe the movie, and we grabbed a bunch of figures. I gave those all away for gifts. When I win raffles, I give a lot of stuff away for gifts. And Paul can attest to that too. He was there. So I try to spread the love.
Yeah, you do, man. You're good that way, you know. And that was a fun week. There was a lot of stuff happening. We saw the G.I. Joe the movie screening at Universal, and then we went to a Joshua Williamson signing, who's writing the Energon universe, G.I. Joe. We went to a signing of that, and KJ was in line, and they were giving away stuff raffle style to people. KJ gave away all the figures that he won. In that, he was like sharing the wealth. Respect for that guy. It inspired me to do the same thing when I won one. I did keep one for myself because I wanted it, but when I won a second one, I felt greedy. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna give this away like KJ did. You're a good man.
Thanks, man. I used to give stuff to the Toy Kind of Mood crew, but I don't anymore because they can get that from somewhere else. But you're all right, Paul. You're all right with me.
Exactly. Yeah, no, I want a couple comments before we bring on our special guests. When do collectors draw a line and quit caving in so they could just say they have a figure?
Interesting.
What do you guys think?
I mean, I think it really comes down to that point of like when you're just like, okay, this is my breaking point. For me, the value, if I don't see the value if it's not there, the perceived value is not there, and I'm calling it quits, then done. I'm honestly kind of choosy already. If it's Cobra, I got to have at least one for my Mitten Box collection, period, unfortunately, because I have that illness.
Yeah.
But with stuff like this, I have no problem playing the long game on this pack, for sure.
Got you. Next question. Can Gridiron Studios make coyote legs? Well, let's ask them. Let's ask them.
Yo.
Mark, we're putting you on the spot. Can Gridiron Studios make coyote legs?
I don't know if it's quite our wheelhouse. Yeah, I mean, maybe mechanical ones, like mechanized legs.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Just wanted a segue, Mark. We're kidding with you, but you do make a lot of stuff. It might not be coyote legs, but you make just about everything else. Welcome to the show, man. How you doing?
Thanks, man. Thanks for having me, man. This is awesome.
Yeah.
Doing good.
Hey, and we got a bonus. We got your buddy here back from
the
road to Joe Fest. Sadly, I won't be there.
Terradrome is in the house.
But yeah, Terradrome is reunited for this Joe.
Hold on a second. Before we go any further, I just want to say congrats on a great launch with teaming up with Fresh Monkey Fiction. These Monster Force, they've been moving like hotcakes. Right now, I got the Gridiron Devastator. Oh wait, is this the?
That's the
Decapitator.
Yes,
Decapitator.
The Decapitator.
The Decapitator. And look, man, this thing is fly as hell. So
that looks good.
My Commander Gridiron just processed, so that's going to be on the way. I wish it was here in time for this, but I'm stoked.
It's coming. It's coming.
Tony's always showing me up. Always showing me up.
Yeah, baby.
Ooh. Those look good.
I got the Joe Colton head sculpt from the General.
I love the camo paint. The camo paint on these make the Legacy Special Forces look like crayons, man. It's
I mean, those Monster Force like camo those paint apps, they're the best out there. I mean, I'm not being biased. They're the best out there.
They're gonna be riding in that bad boy.
Look at that.
That's pretty.
I'm still jealous of what you did to that Gridiron Hound, man. Like,
yeah, baby.
That's so good, man. I love it. I love it with all those decals, man. It looks good.
Microset, Microsol. That's it, and a little bit of varnish
and a little bit of Bad Mother tattoos and customs.
Yeah, just finish it off.
Yep. That's what's up. So hey, Tony, welcome back. It hasn't been so long this time. You were here not too long ago, so
Yeah.
welcome in. We're in the middle of discussing Yojo June Week 3 reveals. We already got the pre-orders out of the way, and check out Circle of Jerks because Tony yesterday gave all his opinions on those pre-orders. But we will talk to Mark, Tony, Paul, and KJ about the digital renders because that's the good stuff, man. You guys showed up right at the right time.
Oh, yeah.
We'll talk about that. Then we'll jump into the June invasion from Gridiron Studios. So that'll be the main event. But right now we'll talk about this. And hey, it was a long time coming. I'm going to go right to our special guest. You're no stranger to the Arctic, of course, over there at Gridiron Studios. This is a guy that we needed in the line. Do you think they did up Iceberg justice or what, Mark? What do you think?
Yeah, I think he was good. I mean, I think like the figures all put together right. I think it's probably the right choice of weapon. We'll have some gear for him, but I think I think the base looks good,
Okay, cool.
I want to see the hands. I'd love to see if they did any white on the top of those hands. That'd be cool.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm okay with that little muted color. I like that they do that. That's not bad. I'm not a fan of the black, surfboard that, if it's snowboard, it needs to be white to me.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not bad,
They probably just wanted to have a nice contrast, maybe
With
because
logos and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to, and also the gear, man. I wish, like the original figure, man, had a lot of that white rigging.
Mm-hmm.
I just think that'll look good, better on that kind of, like they went with the black rigging instead of the original, like kind of green and white. The whole.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say no to a white snowboard from Gridiron with the gray Gridiron skull.
I think that may be in the works. Well, I mean, we hinted at a last year during the Snowcat HasLab, deal. We had hinted at an Arctic Phalanx, and we kind of pulled back to not interrupt the Snowcat so that everybody could get whatever they wanted, and that we weren't being a deterrent from that. Yeah. And it also made us just think, you know what, that'll be our Arctic coming in. When the Snowcat comes in, we'll have the Arctic Phalanx come in at about the same time and support some of these Arctic things that are happening. But the plans we have for that Arctic Phalanx are crazy. Because we're trying to get that team to be like a full-on mobile Arctic base where everything folds out into kind of a mobile platform, an air pad, mobile walls, kind of a little structure,
And it wouldn't come with the flimsiest bivouac ever, right?
Dude, that's funny you even mentioned that because it's going to be kind of like there's something coming that I want so bad to tell you. That has everything to do.
Tell us at the end.
I'm going to save it for the June stuff because it kind of goes with that. But we'll talk about it.
Yeah. Cool. All right.
But the Iceberg to me is cool. There's a couple things that should have been white, but I'm good.
Cool. All right. I'm gonna go to Romo, KJ, and Paul on this. No mint tint. They went with like what looks like a grayish green, almost in a way. Like I don't even know how to explain it. I'm in the car business where there's all kind of crazy colors. Like but yeah, it's because you look on the right, it's really hard. These renders, we didn't get the Tony renders, the Kalela renders where they're all clear in HD. We just got the blurry, screenshot from YouTube one. So they're not that clear yet. But Romo, you talked about how on Circle of Jerks, how this is a guy you had as a kid. You never even had Snowjaw, but you had him. What gravitated you towards Iceberg? And was it the mint, or are you cool with the upscale here, the chain?
Yeah, I'm cool with the classified version. I see what Mark's talking about, the green straps. I mean, that's no problem for me. I'll paint them some bits of green. I'll hook it up. But yeah, I like it would be cool if he had white on the back of his hands, and if not, I'm gonna hook it up. I like the little fur on his holster. That was a nice touch, and they gave him some pads and stuff. So.
Right on the right. Yeah, good.
Yeah, I just don't know if them goggles are going to be removable. Or they're going to be two of them. Is there going to be just molded in? I don't.
It doesn't look removable.
Yeah. So, and you know,
Wait, have we heard? Is this a retro version or just the classified box version?
I think
Classified.
it's classified.
Yeah, numbered.
Okay, so that might be a chance for us to get, if they do the retro carded one,
Right.
maybe they go a little more on the mint.
Yeah.
That'd be smart for them, but we'll see.
Yeah, it's a cool figure. He looks pretty dope. But yeah, doesn't this snow serpent come with a white surfboard snowboard?
I think so, doesn't it?
Yeah, the
I think it was
deluxe
gray.
one did.
One
The
did.
deluxe
Gray or
one did.
whatever. Yeah,
I think it was great.
It had like a texture. It was like, yeah, cool kind of gray and white texture.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
I don't think you have to worry about it because we'll have a white snowboard on that phalanx, was my point.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
All
Okay.
right.
All right.
Nice reveal there. Paul, going to you real quick. Do you think the classified
Yeah.
figure is differentiated enough from the retro?
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm going to echo what Tony and Mark said about, the green that people want. That's probably coming down the pipeline on a retro card back.
Would be
And I think it is different enough because I've seen enough chatter online where people are upset that he doesn't have the green. So that tells you right there, it's different enough to where people want their retro look Iceberg. But I think he looks fantastic. I'm always one of these collectors that leans more towards the classified than the retro. So I like it.
Mhm. Cool. KJ, last thoughts on Iceberg before we move on.
It's tricky to do that mint color. We've seen other companies attempt it with their Arctic figs, and they look like Wrigley's chewing gum exclusives. So you gotta
Yeah,
be careful
true.
with that stuff. Like
Winter
it's
fresh.
gotta be spot on.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Good call here. Mark, will we get kayaks? Because everyone's thinking about Stalker.
Oh yeah. Arctic Stalker.
Absolutely.
My favorite.
It's kind of part of this plan. So stay tuned for that because that's that Arctic thing for us in the winter is going to be a big deal.
A shout out to our Action Figure Alliance. Toyomic Trey gifted me a fresh vintage Arctic Stalker because he knew that was my favorite Joe growing up as a kid. So I really appreciate that. And shout out to all the legends in the chat. Shout out to Adam House, Shark Eyes, all you guys.
Crazy. And shout out the Gridiron Skull Crushers group. We got the word out there. Thank you, Gridiron Studios, for sharing the show tonight. So it's a lot of fun to get
Very cool.
Gridiron's perspective on Joe. What was that, Rome?
No, we're holding it down over there, the Skull Crushers Facebook group. Just answer the question and you're in.
Except when people act a fool, you just leave them in there. Like there's a guy who we always share, and he's like, "I'm not gonna watch," and I'm like, "Okay, you told me 10 times you're not gonna watch."
Yeah.
All right,
Fuck
cool.
out.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So you don't want to watch the guy you're following in the group, the Gridiron Studios. Okay, cool. All right. Toxo-Viper, we're going here. We're going to the trash dump. Hella Geek, I'm going to go to you. You getting dark side vibes, or what? How you feeling about our man here?
I dig it, man. I'm getting trap jaw vibes actually. If you zoom in on that sculpt with like the kind of deathly looking, look at that. That's kind of got a trap jaw vibe to me. But
Yeah,
I like it. Look, I'm not missing those hot pink gloves or whatever the hell that color is. Like
Me neither.
to me, the muted colors are on point here, and I love that Lenny always likes to take these guys and make them a little more gnarly than we expected. So yeah, this is good. And again, if anybody's gonna say, "Hey, I want my bright colors," well, hold out for the retro card.
Mm-hmm.
This is where I'm at with the classified.
It seems like a theme in this wave, huh, KJ? Where like we're getting some figures that we've been waiting a long time on, and then you're like, "Oh, they're gonna do 2 of them."
Yeah, people have their favorites, so I'm glad that the Joe team definitely kept that in mind. You know, we're a long ways away from getting classified Battle Force and DEF, right? So, but everyone has their favorite Joes. You know, like we're probably going to get some Adventure Team these days. Shout out to Fresh Monkey Fiction. Their man from Atlas is basically an Adventure Team. If you have one of the head sculpts from the General, I mean, you got it right there. So we're going to get some of that stuff, man.
Mark, you did some canisters. Was that last year or the year before? Remember the toxic canisters, or
Yeah, we this last year for like Halloween. Yeah, we came out with the radioactive ones and the
That's right.
toxic. We'll have a couple more coming that are more.
Okay.
Yeah, we have like 3 or 4 different colors that are still coming.
That reminds me. Do
Oh
you
my
ever
God.
think? Well, hold on. What does that remind? I mean, that reminds me of. Do you ever think about Energon, like the whole Energon thing with the comics and like how that you can contribute to Energon? Like this is the dark Energon, basically kind of like the mole rats and the stage 2 and everything. Do you ever think of that with your products?
Yeah, it's hard because I'm always stuck in that kind of retro thing. But I think as I look at some of the newer stuff, like those are all like excellent ideas. Because I mean, there's some of that stuff we need to kind of move to modern, But man, I like as far as like drums go, there's so many different things we want to do there. Because just when we did the trioxin drum, from like Revenge of the Dead or whatever, that was a good like. Kind of that would be a great drum to have in front of this guy, right? And it's real weathered and nasty looking, so it'd be a good compliment to him. And it'd be nice if we could take that concept and apply it to some like more of that dark Energon or some of that newer concepts would be cool.
Love that, Paul.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say before. Is what he just said. Like that drum set they have where you can pull the skeleton figure out that he's all corroded and stuff. Yeah, that was exactly what I was gonna say before he started this.
It'll work perfect with that.
In that setting. It's perfect. That's a hell of a design, by the way, Mark. I love how you guys made that where it could just like
thanks, man.
Dangle. Yeah,
it was a nice way to prop him. But yeah, I could see him like. Kind of having that, that lid propped open and him kind of pulling that stuff out, would be cool.
And Romo, I think I got your thoughts last night. Would you get the retro version of this? Because I know you're pretty faithful to the old school.
Yeah, I like this version that we're seeing in the render right there. I like that. I don't mind that. It looks cool. It looks like he's those noxious gases has got to him, and that's what he's got to wear. And then you put the helmet on him. I mean, it is an army builder right there. I mean, I probably only need one of this guy to put with, my other singles and stuff, but they did a good job. I didn't know he looked really close to the retro fig. Wow. I'm like, except for the, different colors on the gloves, like Paul was saying, but damn, they look 1-to-1 almost. That's pretty good. And whatever they did.
That red on the gloves, man, you'd be good.
Yeah, exactly. It's good.
And KJ, did you talk about this one yet?
I mean, now I'm thinking get the retro one with the gloves because you can have these dudes dipping dudes in acid on some Breaking Bad shit. Like especially like when pulling out one of those gridiron skellies. That'd be gnarly.
Yeah,
those things are cool. You can just throw them on your platform, your desk, whatever, and they land in a way that they're all jacked up. You know what I mean?
That's right.
All right, so this was my favorite reveal of the whole day. I'm not going to waste any more time. We talked about Energon, Mark. Here it is. Energon. we finally
get that shit out of there.
We finally got Energon Duke, and now that looks more like my man Lance. I even
it does look like Lance.
I even tagged Lance because someone was like, "What is this?" I said, "It's Lance in a military movie," and then he liked it. You liked it, but yeah, I don't know. This is just some AI slop, motherfucker. But yeah, I just look during the stream. Mark, did you watch the fan stream? Did you watch it?
I did. Yeah.
Did you notice that they didn't even? You're so busy probably multitasking, but they didn't even put the Duke render up.
Totally, man. They skipped right over that. Yep.
They let Dan Larson hanging.
Yeah, totally. So that's why I was like, all right, let me put this on social media and capitalize. But look, what we really got was actually really good, and I'm gonna stick with you, Grid Mark. What do you think about Rugged Duke? He's kind of like he's got the scar from Energon. If you look it's hard to see probably in that image, but in the comic, he's got the scar on the eye, but then he's got Resolute vibes.
That's exactly what I was just gonna say, man. I think it hits me more on the Resolute stuff, which. When that, I think that there was a special time, man, when those animations came out that I think we were all looking for what if, or how would it look if these look different or, and I think, man, that was a freaking awesome time. So I I dig it as a Resolute Duke. I mean, it might be cool to custom him a little bit into that. Like black on the sleeves or something. But I think they did a good job, man. It's a good looking trooper. I don't know gun wise yet what's going on there, but
crap as always.
Yeah, it doesn't look great, but I know what you're saying.
So we've been getting that gun since 2021, man.
Oh, there you
For
go.
real.
Yep. So KJ just nailed what I was gonna say to shift to Romo. But yeah, so that's Stalker's gun. I just dragged that over there so you could see the comparison between the first Stalker that we got on the left, and then the one that comes with Duke is got the desert tan.
I think Big Ben has it too, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's all like that's the kind of weaponry to me like Duke doesn't carry, so it's like hard for me.
Right.
Yeah, he's going to be having some kind of sub gun,
Mark,
he's too busy looking through binoculars and crap.
What do you think about his gun in Energon? Have you seen his gun that he uses in Energon?
Yeah, it's cool. It's kind of weird, man. It's hard for me, man. Most of the new comic stuff is still hard for me. So I kind of take it or leave it. Like it most of the new art doesn't really hit me at all. So it's kind of like, it's all like interpretive stuff, All
right.
Thanks, Darren.
Got it. Yeah. Okay, cool. So yeah, I think if you look at the Resolute cover here, the gun is way different, but I think if you look at the color scheme of the gun, it's similar. And maybe they didn't have anything that similar, so they just kind of grabbed Stalker's gun because they're already using Stalker's buck, right? You got the Legacy Spec Ops vest, which we just got. You got the footloose belt in his legs. You got Spirit's holster. Hit and run arms, right? So lottery Stalkers. I think you got Stalkers a complete loadout minus that other gun that he had, the greaser, right? Those are all his pistols.
I could see getting 2 of these, having one as is, and then I'm gonna Resolute them up. I'm gonna put some light knee pads on them, the elbow pads. I'm gonna blacken the straps and that'd
be an awesome custom.
Look at that. Yeah, I'm just gonna. I'll probably do the boots too.
Do one for me, Tony.
All right, you got it, brother. You got it. I made one for Same Time Toys at Joe Fest. He gifted me the one in the middle, because I was messing with it, and I said, "All right, I got you." So I made him a Resolute Duke. It's in my Instagram, but this one looks really cool.
Yeah, it's a good head sculpt. I mean, it looks good.
Yeah,
that's it.
I'm gonna Resolute him up.
I am geeking out. We got Mark from Gridiron and we got Romo talking about how they're going to customize Rugged Duke into Resolute Duke on this show. Like I am geeking out on you guys. Like that, just the possibilities. I can't wait to see the finished product.
He's definitely getting the Resolute treatment from me. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Hella geek.
He's halfway there.
What do you think of the face sculpt?
That's why. Easy.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? Now that you've increased this is the first time I noticed that he's wearing the comms. That's cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And then, but my question, does that patch on his shoulder, does that say Hauser? Is it his surname?
If it does, that is sick. If it does.
Yeah.
It does. Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. My first thought looking at this guy was like, I mean, I like him. He's a get for me. But they could have thrown in one of those helmets and then maybe had a decent army builder as well. Am I wrong on that?
But you can swap it. You can probably put steel core on this or
pauldron.
Yeah, but then you're dealing with you have to, if you want to army build it, you got to remove that. If it does say Hauser, you got to remove that.
Like
and
the
is that a thing though, where
yeah,
exactly, the graves. But is this just like fantasy? I've never seen like military
fantasy
like their
classified.
Names. Yeah. No, because why have his name on his shoulder?
Right.
Yeah,
no.
that's a little fucked up.
Well, because the Resolute
right off when I get him, that's coming right off.
the Resolute character has all kind of stuff on it. It's hard to see from here, but from what I know, he had a bunch of tags and stuff.
Plastic battles. That's true.
Logos.
Trav,
it's
I do want to point out too. What I like, what Lenny has been good about when he does like different versions of characters is like still making them look like the other figure, even though it's a slight variation. Like this does look like that original Duke release, but he's got a beard now and slightly different hair. And that original Duke, he also had that scar on the eye, just like they did with General Hawk, where they did the younger version. You look at it and you're like, okay, yeah, this looks like a younger version of this old grizzled war veteran, you know? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I think Ionic Blood has a good Ionic Blood 666, bringing the devil's blood over here, looking like Chris Hemsworth in the movie Extraction. Also, like I was thinking, like guys like Tyler Rake, right? You have all these different like TV stars. They're pretty much all Avengers, and then they have their own like little military movie, and they all scruffed up, and they could be inspired by that.
If you get the Thor from Doomsday, because you know they're going to do the Marvel Legends of that.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't already have the Infinity War Thor with the short hair, you can definitely put it on this.
Fucking nailed it. I have a Tyler Rake, not Tyler Rake, the Extraction. What was his name? James something. I can't even think of his name.
Yeah, he needs that ACH helmet with the nods.
Yeah,
So
but I have a custom.
Ooh, yeah.
This is coming. I think this next week we're dropping this, and this will be a good Duke helmet.
Yeah.
Oh,
And it's going to have the built-in goggle nod connection, and then you're also going to get the nod goggle.
Did you do something like that with Airborne?
This is the airborne nods that we never offered solo.
Okay, right.
That is now with the ACH helmets, the new next gen helmets.
By the way, I love that pocket knife. Is still one of my favorite things in the world. A 1/12 scale working pocket knife.
I remember
That's just showing off.
I remember when Quaid showed that thing to me when I was at Gridiron. I was like, "What the hell is this?"
Yeah,
It
that was
copper.
crazy.
Yeah, it was dope.
Next, they're
Mag
going to have the
Gladiators.
rounds. You're going to be able to put individual rounds into the mags, and then you put that into the Supreme Operators. No, I'm kidding.
Well, he did it with the 50 cal, the Barrett.
Yeah, you're gonna do that.
Yeah,
I have it.
that exclusive of that. Yeah, the Elite Operator one.
I gave that Barrett to Lowlight.
Dude, let me just tell you, there's nothing until next week. It's gonna blow your mind. Just wait.
All right.
Mark, are you working out, bro? You look good, dude. You look fit.
Thanks, man.
You look like you've been
I've been on it, man. Been on it for a while now.
punching the bag with someone's face on it.
Exactly.
Sandy been whipping him into shape.
There you go.
Yeah,
I like it. You look
he's-
real young and lean.
Thanks, man.
He's working
I
on
appreciate
his Captain Gridiron physique.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
it, man. I got it, man. I mean, that figure landing, I got to have something going on there.
Exactly.
Everyone in their Gridiron shirts. Of course, this sellout over here with this Bill Murphy shirt over here.
Hey,
But
they're affiliated with Gridiron, so shut the fuck up.
They certainly are. They were. I had the Gridiron shirt on before I left for San Diego.
Affiliated,
Wore it to the
baby.
gym,
Look
and
at
it's the closest thing I could get. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Rock
that's
and roll, baby. But look, we got one more render, and then kind of a mystery render, and then we got a quick name only, and then we'll get into whiskey ratings, and then we'll talk June Invasion. So here we go. We got look, Mistress Armada, Iron Grenadiers. To me, this was the like shocker surprise win of the day. Seriously, not Energon Duke, but this, because it's a lot of newness. It's way better than I thought, because same thing you guys were talking about, Romo, with Circle Jerks with the the references, because we got like several different ones. It's a little similar to Devil's Due. It's a little similar to some of the card game stuff, but now that I see it in hand, or not in hand, but you know what I mean, now that I see a render in the final product, I'm glad they actually went away from the purple. I was pro purple, and now I'm not. I'm glad it's IG colors, Romo. What do you think about
it's more
this?
like, exactly. Iron Grenadier colors all the way. It looks really good on her.
But I thought, like, I was thinking, oh, she'll stand out in the shelves with the purple. But now that I see how they've done it with the Egyptian mask and everything, I'm like, nah, they did the right thing.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Pretty cool.
Mark, chime in.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was like I think it's a great, if you're going to like bring in a figure that's kind of like obscure like that, at least to like the old retro kind of collection, that mask, man, that kind of almost, it almost looked like a Romanesque kind of mask. It's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yep.
I love it. Yeah, I think it's a good add-on. I mean, I'm always leery of all the new stuff, but this is one that I'm like, okay, man, I'm in. And they did hit that color perfect, so that way, putting her with some of that Iron Grenadier gear and vehicles, man, it's all going to look really good.
KJ, this going to look good with the despoiler or what?
This is gonna look good with that, with the IG Destro and Crimson Baroness right next to it. So Destro is gonna be flanked. It's gonna look nice.
Good.
And some Lady Crimson guards, because why not? He's on some pimp shit right now. Yeah, Josh Big called it. He was like, "Yep, that's Priyanka Chopra." I was like, "Man, I see that."
Right. Spec said that too.
It's killer.
Yep. No. Oh yeah, right up here. I see it. Well, you guys are crazy today. Sorry, I'm not keeping up with the comments. Got eight people on the show and lots to talk about. Yeah, Priyanka Chopra. Yeah, cool. KJ, any other thoughts on what we see here with the face sculpt? And they actually went a little racy, the upper torso.
I like it. I like it, man.
Some Power Girl window.
Right, the boob window.
I mean, shout out to that, but we gotta talk about the knee pads. We gotta talk about the chrome skull knee pads. That's
crazy.
Yeah.
It's just nasty. I like it.
Right there. Yeah.
Yep.
Dude, she looks hella better than her comic book stuff.
Yeah, this is an upgrade.
Yeah.
Way better. Hella Geek, take me home. Final thoughts on Armada.
Buckle in, because I got a lot to say. So first of all, yeah, this silver, that is fire, man. Now they have to deliver on that. We're talking, don't give me that battle armor Cobra Commander silver you did. No, this needs to be painted. This needs to be like Wave 1 Cobra Commander's mask or Destro's head, that kind of silver, right? They got to deliver. Also,
yeah.
Right. Like the way it was, I mean, that paint, that silver paint was so good. They got to do that. Secondly, I want to say the purple, I like the purple, and I do hope we still get her in purple as well, because I like the idea that these higher ranking people in the Iron Grenadiers have purple, because we know Voltar is going to be a release at some point, and that dude is in purple. He's the general, and she's high ranking as well in the Grenadiers. So I do still want a purple version. And then the other thing with the mask, I don't know if you guys used to watch Spartacus, but the first thing I thought was that scene where they're wearing the mask and nothing else. So maybe that's not her battle mask. Tony, don't act like you don't like that. But maybe this is not her battle mask. This might be her mask that she wears for Alexander.
Oh yeah, I don't think I'd want it vac metal though. Who was talking about that hockey 35? Yeah. I'm like, I don't know. That vac metal's not what it used to be, but who knows?
Dope. Cool. Yeah.
But she's awesome.
Definite winner. Good breakdown. And yeah, she's from the Devil's Due comics for those who
I like her. I like her goggles that come with the comms. That's pretty dope. It does look like a snorkel somebody was talking about.
Yeah, it's just the comm goggles, because that's how she is right there on the
comms is on. Yeah, it's just her comm.
Yeah, that's dope. Yeah, home run for sure. So yeah, pretty good wave. Obviously, room for retro and then some newness, and then some reuse with Duke. But you do get a nice grizzled look, and it's a new, it's a classified Duke, right?
She's a Deadpool fan, man. She got the gold-plated 1911.
There you go.
Right.
Yep, right there, nailed it. And then last but not least, we have Synapse, all these like Synapse, whatever. So I think it's Synapse. Sin makes sense. So all new Cobra character, confirmed not to be a Dreadnought by the Full Force. So I was watching him last night as well. I'm just from this render, KJ, I'm gonna go to you. Like I'm feeling mystery, this goth horror vibes here. I mean, it did have a little Dreadnought, but I'm thinking some cyber punk or what do you think from the shadow?
The gun has a futuristic silhouette to it, and that's making me think Mars Industries. I think that arm, I think that's an arm, and I think it's a bionic arm with a double opposable thumb. So that's my guess.
So it was actually confirmed that it's not a third hand. It's part of the backpack, but that doesn't mean it's a third hand coming out of the shoulder. It could be a cyber hand that you replace the other hand with. So you're still on the money in a way.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
When humanity evolves, we're going to have 2 thumbs. It's going to be great.
It's a crazy back scratch.
2 thumbs on each hand. That's what's next.
I can't
And
wait.
then also, that squiggly thingamajig is not a tongue, which a lot of us said in the beginning. Like it could be, it just connects to the gauntlet. So
Get over here.
Yeah. So these are some of the facts we got from Chris last night on the full force. So Mark, you do some horror stuff. We talked about, the Toxo-Viper, but you have any idea what this is? If you were to take a wild guess?
Yeah, man, I'm kind of looking at it the same way. I think KJ is right, man. I think that profile of the weapon, that's definitely more on the techie side.
Yeah.
And I, you know what? I bet that is either gotta be a claw that's an articulated claw that's coming over the back, connected to the backpack. I'm sure it might be kind of cool if it's, a little bit of Doc Ock kind of thing. That'd be cool. Yeah, it's got to be, man. To me, what is it? Is that a spike on the shoulder? Like, can we tell what's going on there?
It looks like it on the right shoulder.
Like a spike shoulder
Yeah.
pad. Yeah.
So I'm all in for like a cyberpunk, man. That'd be sweet. Some kind of techie Cobra, covert ops or some kind of thing. That'd be okay.
Adam's wildin'. It's a cyberpunk vampire dreadnought sex bot.
That's it.
Nailed it.
Exactly what I was thinking.
All right, Paul, that's up your alley. Talk to me.
All right. So I've heard people like wondering if this is a dreadnought. I mean, and I think Chris at Full Force, didn't he say it's not a dreadnought?
It's confirmed to not be a dreadnought, and then that thing sticking out is part of it connects to a backpack or connects to the pack. It's not like a crazy third arm that's real. It could be an arm, but just a mechanical arm, but it's part of the pack. It's like a claw thing or something. Yeah.
So I think this guy has got like some overkill vibes. He feels like he might fit in with overkill.
Good call.
And like the grapnel hook and like the extra arm. That's maybe he's building out those ranks and kind of like not as quite as much of a freak of nature as overkill, but like kind of in that same vein of tech.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. And then Tony, I text Baldy and said, hey, I'm not even going to ask for permission because this was so good. I'll give you credit though. These were fun. You guys had a great show. Shout to Spec, did a great job hosting. But yeah, look, check this out. It's like I got Devil May Cry vibes on the left, like or like some Castlevania shit. And then obviously you guys might have been Spec or Punk, like talked about how it reminds him of a Monster Force, what you got on your shirt on the right. But these were fun renders. Any thought to any of this? Like which
these kind of look like Acid Rain, like the Acid Rain figures. You got those.
Oh, nice. Good.
Yeah,
call.
like a cyberpunk vampire. I mean, this guy's. I mean, Blade would be going after these guys. It's like,
oh hell yeah,
Blade villains.
Here we go.
Dude, either that thing is their backpack and it's maybe it can shoot out, or you can detach it and it's some kind of weapon. But why would they have it like a separate arm out there?
Let me add him. Blade's ready.
There you go.
I got you. Hold on.
There it is.
Yeah. Blade's ready. He's got something for those dudes. Whatever the hell those things are, man.
Looks like they were going for whoever did those renders, but it's we're probably far from it. You know what I mean? But these look pretty. It looks pretty crazy. And
then this one, look, this isn't the Circle of Jerks, but I thought it would be funny to have the whole screen there. But there you go. Like that one's the best one because that's
that looks good.
I heard someone say that those appendages, like all the fingers and those weird thumbs, are syringes.
Oh damn!
No. I saw. Insane. So I saw that comment as well, and I think it was based on Travis's thumbnail for today. That it it had an outline around it that kind of exaggerated that. I saw that too, but that would be sick. Like, where are they going with that if that's the case? But
Mm-hmm. Yeah, fun to. I like that they did that though. It gives a week for us to like bullshit. What is it going to be? And then next week it'll be nothing like anything we've ever talked about for like the last.
It's
10
people like,
years.
damn, I wanted those vampiric robotic dudes.
Yeah, I know. Now they have
Right,
to
yeah.
make them. Whoever the next designer is. All right, name only, and then we'll get to the good stuff real quick. It's easy. It's one screenshot. So we're getting this is the next retro card wave. Falcon, the 100th Falcon we're gonna get because they keep botching it. Cobra Valkyrie, and who knows, inspired retro tones is what BMAX said. And then Flash, finally, we talked all about him last week. He was the centerpiece of our conversation, and now they're gonna complete OG 13. Were you shocked, Black Genghis, KJ? Were you shocked that OG 13 is going to be completed by the end of the year? Because I even heard
it took them long enough.
Yeah.
If I had my way, OG 13 would have been completed years ago.
Mine were.
Exactly.
Classic Tony. Where you been? I've been having these figures.
Well,
Classic Tony.
I've been having these.
Tony's already
Wow,
got
5 years ago.
he's got salvo, he's got repeater, he's got all that stuff.
I
He's
got
it
the
all.
better Falcon right here, baby.
He's got
the
Rock
better
Viper
Falcon.
in his pocket.
Damn, that's the good.
Tony,
That's
you need to be making some money, man. You need to be.
Oh, I am.
well, they need a new designer. Yeah, that's the Metaxas.
Right.
You and Ray Murphy did the Metaxas one.
Yeah, you did.
Carson, shout out to Carson. Yeah, cool. Mark, go to you. We got some OG figs. You know, you're all about OG. We're gonna have OG Falcon from movie, obviously, and then the Flash, the final of the 13.
Yeah, I mean, we've all been waiting for that. So I get the strategy, right? They have milked this OG 13 for so long to keep everybody kind of stringing along. You know, because there's, I mean, I know it's not me, but there's probably a good share of guys out there that's all they collected, right? They just wanted the original 13. They weren't going to spend a lot of money on it. And I imagine this has been a way to string them out, you know, and keep them kind of coming for more stuff. But I don't know, you know, there's so many customizers, like good customizers out there like Tony that have kind of lit everybody, you know, in their head can already picture a lot of that stuff happening. And, you know, we've been doing loadouts, you know, the first 5 years was, you know, nothing but like Falcon loadouts and things that would kind of help you get him to a better place. And I feel like I think when I don't know, you know, like everybody's talking about it when the Dragonfly hit and we saw Flash's gun, right? We knew that was, well, at least we're going to get a retro version of him that was going to be good.
Yeah.
So the fact that they stuck with the old design for that, I'm perfectly happy. I think that's going to be cool. The Valkyrie, yeah, I'll take it. You know, I'll buy it. It's all the same stuff. So I'm in.
Yep. Any last thoughts on this retro wave before we move on?
The Night Stalkers. We need those Valkyries in black.
Oh, that's cool.
Nice.
I'd like that for all of our shadow stuff. That'd be cool.
Oh yeah, do some. Oh, give us some Fire Team 788 Valkyrie.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, some red goggles. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Should have just did a 3-pack of different colorways instead of the retro, then.
Yeah,
So-
the retro thing's kind of an odd choice, but
Yeah.
you know.
Well, they've been doing odd stuff. Well, this is, I'll say this, put a end note on this thing is it's much better than the retro wave of Techno-Viper, which looks almost the same. It's like a different
It is
color
the same.
purple.
Yeah.
Well, I think the purple is a little brighter for retro, they were saying, or something. Wild Bill is pretty much the guy you got with the Dragonfly, which is good for those who didn't pay $300 for the Dragonfly or $280. And then who's the other guy? Grunt. Grunt's not bad, but I don't know. He's kind of a boring retro figure, you know. But I get it.
They started with that's where you got to start somewhere.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah, I think you got to have it. Yeah,
He's
it's just the card art.
He's the Jerry West. He's the logo.
Hey, Mark, why did you have Grunt doing all those horrible things in your photos for like a year?
You know, I know, man. It's just, you know, he's always sits the closest to me when I'm taking shots. And so I usually look at him, and most of the time I'm kind of like, you know, guys that have known me for a long time know that nothing's random to me. You know, everything is kind of even the music I like to choose and the angles of the photos and what they're doing in the photo. You know, everybody else might just cast it out like, oh, it's just an advertisement, a photo or whatever. But like, you know, even having like Sergeant Slaughter like blowing, you know, the Desert Cobra, you know, Viper away, and having the, you know, the Scorpion blowing him away in the truck of the back of the trailer. I mean, it was like, those are all great. At least I can have fun taking those photos, you know. And Grunt just always works his way in there, man, for some reason.
Cool. Hey, look, before we get to Gridiron stuff, I want to get the quick whiskey score of week 3. Paul, you've been here the longest on the show today. You've been here 2 hours. So after this whiskey score, you can jet like Terry Ruin and just bounce. So talk to me. How many whiskeys for week 3?
Week 3, I think it was definitely an upgrade with those render reveals. I'm going to give them 3.25 this week.
Whoa, that's actually a lot lower than I thought. It's a lot lower.
Well,
I'm right with him. Probably.
I still wasn't blown away. I'm hoping, you know, fingers crossed that week 4 they bring out the big guns and go out with a bang. Yeah, I'll even give it 3.5. Just, you know, I'll go 3.5. But yeah, that's where I'm at with that. Also, I want to say real quick about the Valkyries. Did I hear it wrong? But I think he said they're still going to do, maybe I heard it wrong, but I think those Valkyries are still going to be a 2-pack, even though they're retro. Did I misunderstand that?
I didn't hear that.
I don't think so. No.
Okay. Yeah. Maybe he was just talking about that they originally were a 2-pack, but yeah. But
I wonder if one of them will still have the 10 accessories.
I hope not.
Yeah, me either. Me too.
But yeah, I'm giving it 3.5 whiskeys. It was a good one. The renders definitely beefed it up, but I still need to be wowed for the final week.
All right, so Airborne Customs says they're not a 2-pack.
Oh,
nice.
Yeah. I mean, that was, they were.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine though.
You better believe.
I heard the Mauler, and that became a whole show. How can I get mad at you? I got so much shit for that, but it was fun.
I love my Blue Cobra army, so you better believe I'll be buying more than one of those Valkyries on retro card.
Yeah, cool. Well, hang on, Paul, real quick, because I'll ask you one question before we let you go. KJ, whiskeys?
3.5 out of 5.
Dope. Anything else to add to that?
I'm glad they've got that Rugged Duke render out there. Otherwise, that would have been a slight on it.
Yeah. BMAC has been awesome, transparent the whole time, giving us updates before and after, setting expectations. You know, I think it's going to grow with the fan stream stuff. Tony, and you said 3.25, huh?
I said maybe 3. I'm only really knowing I'm getting. I mean, leave the renders out the way because you know I'm getting the retro Falcon and Flash and the Valkyrie. I'll definitely get those, but the other ones I like Armada. I like Rugged Duke. There was one more I can't remember, but those two mostly.
Cool. And then Mark, I don't know if you want to give a score to another toy company, but you could do whatever you want. Any closing thoughts on week 3 of Yojo June?
Yeah, I'll bypass the score, but I think there's you know, I think there's some good stuff in there. You know, I'm a collector at heart, man. So most of this stuff is going to come into the collection whether I like it or not. So
I like it. I think I was way more excited to do this show based on what we saw than last week, because last week was literally the same shit from week 1, except we saw professional photos and we got to buy them or pre-order them. But this week it's a lot of newness, right? We didn't know about the retro wave. We knew maybe it was a retro wave. We didn't know who was in it. Even Flash, we heard people saying, it's going to be next year because they're going to keep trying to trap us, the OG collectors in there. So that's cool. They're knocking that out. And a lot of cool stuff with the, it looks like another very strong wave of figures. So I'll go, I think I gave week 1 3.75, last week 2.75. So I'll go 3.5. I don't think, without, it didn't have a major bomb shell announcement like Hooded Cobra Commander in the Throne. But I think minus that, it was as good as week 1, if not better. It just was missing like one major thing. Like if we got a giant vehicle or something, it would have been better. But good week.
Iceberg was my third one. I'm sorry.
Iceberg, cool.
Yeah.
Paul, before we let you go, what do you want to see for week 4? Any quick predict?
Yeah, so I think we're going to get the announcement about made to order. Remember, we talked about that 45-day window. Week 4 of Yojo June is the perfect time for them to say, and here's a made to order product for this year. It's going to carry us through San Diego Comic-Con and into August with that 45-day order window. That's what I'm hoping for. Wow me with some vehicles. Not even just the made to order. Come on. Where's the Fang? Where's the Skyhawk? Make it a vehicle heavy week, and I will be blown away. They'll get 5 out of 4 whiskeys from me if they do that.
It's not going to happen because KJ, I'll let you answer it and see if you are thinking the same thing I am.
All the plastic that would go towards a classified Skyhawk, a classified Fang, the Sharks, they're going to put that towards figures. They're going to put that towards figures. They want us to pay for the vehicles, even with the made-to-order stuff. People are saying made-to-order Thunder Machine and what that. They want that out of our pockets first. So anything small like that, they want $60 for the damn Swamp Skier. I'd rather give that money to Mark. Get a Polar Battle Bear. Dude made a Polar Battle Bear in disguise for you. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Swamp Hound. That's looking nice, man. Like all that stuff. And I know that you got some stuff going, that Arctic Phalanx. Man, I wish you didn't say that. Man. You know I'm trying to get this PlayStation 5 in time for GTA 6. And now I'm going to have to get this Phalanx instead.
Paul,
just wait till next week.
Yeah,
exactly. Paul, you know why we have this guy on right here? Because he's about to annihilate Yojo June. Look, there is no, you're going to be he feels the disappointments. We get the vehicles through that guy because we're not getting all that shit. We're not. And they said no HasLab. And remember, we got renders for figures this week. That means pre-orders for figures next week. They're not gonna put out what do they go for? 28 times 5, whatever that is, 130, whatever, right?
Yeah.
That they're not gonna have you pay for a giant vehicle on top of a wave of $125. So that made to order Thunder Machine that I've been predicting, wanting forever, Comic-Con announcement, and maybe showing at New York, or they could show it at Comic-Con because I said this last week. They need a centerpiece for Comic-Con. Is it going to be the Snowcat again, Mark? Mark, you were there at Comic-Con last year. Yeah. Don't you think they need a centerpiece to show everybody? Because you know Marvel Legends is going to have they had the giant Sentinels last year with the 87. They're going to do something big. You can't be next to them and have the same vehicle from last year. You will get trashed.
That will be whack.
BMAC push for Cold Slither. He's going to push for Thunder Machine. That's
so War Chest Scott just gave us a super chat. We got to shout out the homie real quick.
Yeah, sure. But you know what? I got to say bye to Paul, and then because that's a question for Mark. Paul's got to go.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Hella Geek. You're amazing, dude. We'll see you soon.
All right, Paul.
Thank you. One thing I want to say real quick to Mark is, last week we were talking about the HAL, and it was like cool, and I'm like, yeah, I'm on board. I was messaging Travis earlier today when I saw that tornado, and I was like at a Friday, I was like, damn, did one of those.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
That is hot, man. Yeah.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it.
See you guys. Yeah, you bet. Nice to meet you. Good seeing you guys. Too. KJ, Tony, Trav, thanks. I'm going to go work on my Emmys ballot, finishing up. The deadline's coming up, but I will still be in the chat in between. Peace.
Cool. Peace out.
Peace, man.
All right, let's get to the super chat. Thanks, buddy. War chest full of toys, full of toys. What up, Mark? You know I'm going to ask because I always ask. What's up with that MPAC 44 plus MPAC 45 112 retro snowmobile? You can't hear me? Can you guys hear me?
I can.
Mark doesn't hear anything?
Uh-oh. That ain't good.
Did you mute the show? Did you hit mute?
I don't know. Is KJ frozen too?
I'm not frozen.
Oh shit. He's Scared the
If
shit out of me.
I can heal your heart. That was Madonna. Frozen. Never mind.
Mark is muted. Now he's not.
Damn it, because this is all about Mark. That's not bad. He
We
may need to.
never be apart. No
Can
Madonna
you-
fans? All right, never mind.
All right, y'all, look at
My
this.
sister was.
Mark, can we have you drop out and come back?
That'll fix it.
He can't hear us.
Hold up.
Hold on. I want to try something. I'm pretty sure this is going to work. Hold on.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can't hear you at all.
Uh-oh.
Drop
I
out
can
and
just
drop back in.
shut.
Yeah, drop out and drop back in.
Well, he can't hear you. Say that. I'll text him.
Yeah. Why did? Okay, cool. All right, right when we were getting a mark. Cool.
Mark, drop out and come back in. Thank you, Paul.
Why did KJ leave? That's weird.
I know he did a Terry.
All right, what I'll do is just remove him because he can't. Ban from studio. Kick from studio. Kick from studio.
Yeah.
Cool.
They just come back in because he's got the same link.
It says will be removed. If you want to prevent this person from rejoining, you should ban them.
Oh no, they're
I'm gonna ban him. All right, KJ's back. All right, Terradrome time.
All right. Yeah. I was going to put on my Madonna cosplay to
Terradrome.
do the Ray of Light era, but never mind.
All right. Well, before I'll have my phone flipped over in case he calls me, texts me.
Same here.
While Mark figures out the technical difficulties, there was a comment from Airborne Customs up here where he says the Snowcat versus Arctic Hiss will probably be the centerpiece. Fuck, that would be, unless that's a centerpiece for preview night for Thursday, and then when they do the panel on Friday or Saturday, then they bring out whatever else they need. Man, to go a whole year, KJ, and just have literally the same thing with a repainted Hiss, I'm sorry, I'd be so disappointed. You?
Yeah.
It would, but I wouldn't put it past them to do. They don't have nothing.
They don't have anything. I mean, times are tough right now, man. You saw what's going on,
Yeah.
with everything. I'm not going to get political about it, but it impacts everything. People,
It would be lame as fuck.
Tony, what characters? Okay, for example, I keep talking about Targat, right? Targat's Iron Grenadier
Yeah.
is going to get to the point where they don't want the sticker shot of a $29.99 figure, even though Amazon's doing it. Zap, a lot of people shelled out $29.99 for Zap. GameStop. Mark, can you hear us?
Can you hear
Yep.
us?
Gotcha. Yep.
Okay, that's all you needed to do.
Oh,
Oh,
wait.
where'd he
See your
go?
ass.
Hold on.
Okay,
All right, I got it.
All right.
blackout.
So basically, everything's going to be a deluxe, right? So they're going to charge $34.99, $42.99, $51.99 to justify the price. Everything's going to come loaded. So Target
yeah,
is probably going to come.
yeah, that's why I didn't get the Special Forces figures because they're more expensive than freaking the Monster Force.
Man,
guys
you
that are
told me
badass.
those Special Force figures were so derpy, it made me get some. I got like 4 of these.
Which ones? Oh, is that the ones I have? Is that the?
No, I added Luke Cage to this one.
Oh, but is it the detachment trooper or is it this Phantom Corps from?
It's the not the
Not
one
the
that
Joe-
come with the Van Helsing head sculpt. It's the
not the
it's the
Joe Fest
regular ones.
exclusive. It's
But I
the,
did give it the loadout.
It's the detachment trooper, yeah, that they go with. The ones from Joe Fest exclusive, they just come with a bunch more shit. Yeah.
Yeah,
Am I there? Are you guys seeing me yet, or what's the story?
we can
can't
hear you.
see
We
your
can't see
camera
you.
now. We can hear you, but now we can't see you.
Ever since War Chest Super Chat, everything's been thrown into disarray.
Right.
Yeah, it was weird. It's like, hold on.
Ah,
Hey, this is a good. You might not like the technical difficulties, but the first 2 hours of the show have been worthy of a like. So if right now is the time where we figure this out, please hit the like button. It's been a good show. Hopefully we close out pretty good. Mark, we can hear you. We can see you. What's going on?
Okay, there we go. I got you guys now. I'm good.
All right. Beautiful. Everything is good. Everything's good. Okay, cool. Let's get back to that super chat before he takes back his $5. I need it for rent. Acting life is slow, man, but you're getting auditions. I don't know what's up with that, Mark.
Yeah, man, it's happening.
Auditioning all over the place. All right. What's
up,
up, Mark?
Dropping that weight.
Yeah, that's it. That's exactly it. I always ask, what's up with the MPAC 44, MPAC 45, 112 retro snowmobile?
So we had to go back into redesign. We've redesigned that Fat Boy with the new treads, all that stuff. We are pushing, remember that whole setup was in UV resin. It was prior to any of the FDM machines and all the new stuff and the technologies that are out now. So we wanted to now that we got the Fat Boy in place, we just wanted to get the next, we have to go back to that aerial drone. And then once we have all those back, then we can put it together again. So it'll come. And remember, I talked to you about all this Arctic stuff that's coming.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's all part of, we have a lot of that to catch up with.
Got it. Got a few more questions for you real quick. We need Gridiron upgrades for that Vamp Mark II, which was the thing we pre-ordered last week. So any comment on that?
We're going to be loading that down. It's, first of all, we're already working to try to get color coordination on a lot of our existing stuff, so you could just pop on. But better yet, there's going to be a whole nother back end. There's going to be different configured weapon sets and systems for it, and we have a whole front end planned. So it's coming the same way the other one did.
Cool. And then we got, will Gridiron Studios make us a helicopter?
Oh,
yeah. We're going to be getting to the aircraft stuff soon enough. Right now, we have a couple ground vehicles that needed to happen, and then I would just keep an eye out because it's coming. We're very close, in fact.
Last question before we get in the June invasion from our friend B. Any warfare companion packs coming?
Yeah, I think we're going to see how it goes. I think if everybody's interested in that line, and then we'll just have to talk with Monster Force or whatever we need to do. But I know our whole intent of the Skull Crusher figure was to load that figure down. So, he's coming with some good gear, but the Skull Crusher figure was intended to have, it was almost like the perfect model for our loadouts. Like if ever we wanted to have one figure that we wanted to load out completely in different specialties, that's what that figure was designed for.
Skull Crusher. Yep.
Dope. As far as what we see on the screen, it's KJ showing off his wares. There you go.
Nice.
Your wares. Yeah.
That's a beast.
Lovely.
We need that Mark. We need that Vamp Mark II, man.
It's coming, man. It's all going to be coming. And I think once you guys see what happens next week, it should change your scope of what is happening. If you understand how we do things now, most of our guys that have been with us a long time know our system. When you see what's coming next week, you're gonna modularity, variations, all those things are probably going to be at its peak of all time. And Quaid has been working around the clock. Around the clock. I think he was telling me the other night he clocked 20 hours in a row on the design straight.
He's a
beast.
beast.
20 hours straight. And he was, he gets once he gets in and he can see it happening like the way he wants to. I'm expecting something just crazy, and I haven't even seen the final. We're probably going over it tomorrow, but we're ready to launch on Monday, and he's in. So
Cool.
Well, how many hours did he put in this? Because this was
Oh,
crazy.
dude.
The meat chopper, brother.
Well, dude, I'm gonna show you. So that was the first one. We're going over that first week. So a lot of people haven't understood. Like, this is a beast. I mean, it's a big setup. So
Damn.
you know, you got to see, like, you know, it has all the bells and whistles. The craziness to Quaid's design on this modular piece. So it's all set up with the same turret.
Yeah.
That's the same turret ring that we have on the M113, on the Phalanx.
Uh,
And this can actually be unscrewed now. He uses these kind of screw-in emplacement pieces.
yeah. Right.
And you get a little tool. You can unscrew this thing if you just want to use this as a big gun carriage, you know, trailer. But let me just talk about this piece.
Yep.
Because this right here is where it just gets crazy.
Look at that.
So
Look at the
let me tell you what people are going to see that they've never seen before is this. It's almost weightless articulation.
That's crazy. Yeah.
There's no ratcheting,
Dude. Anti-air shit right there.
and you can hear it. There's no sound.
Nice.
Smooth as silk.
It's smooth, and it holds its shape. It holds its place. You can kind of see, like, there's even a little, like, sight. You know, the old sight. Now this is basically a gun that was done World War II. I mean, this goes way back.
Yeah.
Now, if anybody knows, you know, there's a pretty what seems to be a pretty popular thing going around right now about a World War II line.
Mm.
And this is very World War II, by the way.
Oh,
And so, in fact, the trailer, that first launch, is the whole setup is fully compatible, complete. It's a complete replica of the World War II version M51. So there's a lot of cool stuff here, and you can pop this off now and be able to put it on your M113, on your Phalanx. So it's pretty crazy, and it's got the details down there. It's got a double yoke, an articulated yoke, so you can have it either up or down. Articulated sight, but it's cool, man. This little bar is rotating that complete new disc. This is a new disc articulation point, but you can see the weightless of it. So that's that.
Absolutely crazy. You did my favorite colorway. Sorry we couldn't connect on.
No, man, it's all good. I
My shit, life's crazy right now. But that was a generous thing of you to try to get me to review this early, so we'll get on the next thing. But yeah,
no worries.
This thing's crazy. Yeah, look at that. You want to just talk about this?
So the idea of this whole June invasion was that, you know, most of the time everybody has to wait for us to do those color waves down the road, right? Those color waves kind of come a month or 2 months later. We wanted to have the June invasion be all three of our base colors: green, tan, you know, desert, and then shadow, right? Those are kind of our main core colors.
Mm-hmm.
We'll do blue, you know, every now and then, for like a specialty or another thing. But I think with this, man, it's gotten so well received in all the colors. So it was like, I think it was a good idea to get people. And then we've been trying to tell everybody up front, so that way this week, if it's this big release, we'll have a couple little subsequent releases in. But if you're looking for this particular thing, hey, you can count Wednesday will be desert all month and Friday will be shadow. So then, you know, I have guys that go, well, I only collect the shadow stuff, so I can just plan on Fridays. And then we're trying to offer these early bird for 7 days of that week. So, you know, if you want a couple of bucks off, you can get it that week. And then, you know, if you know, for those that just want to wait till the end of the month and see everything, that's fine too. You'll just be missing some of those early bird specials.
So I love the structure. It's crazy because when you told me about Quaid working on that for 20 hours straight, it was like, all right, let me ask him about June invasion. And you just broke it down. That's how long we've been doing this show together. We got that kind of synergy where I have shit in the notes. I don't even have to look at it because you're going to get to it, Mark. It's that, you know how we think on here. And
Oh, yeah.
I love how you have Wednesday, like you said, Desert Storm. You have Friday Shadow, which is my
Shadow.
world. Yeah, it's cool. I love the structure. It's easy for people to know what's up. And yeah. And then we got Dragon's Teeth.
That's right. And so once again, we want to be able to have a really nice supply of World War II stuff that's coming, that's all in place. And we will really put it this way, the things that we're going to come, we have a lot of just military enthusiasts, right? A lot of our collector base isn't even action figure people. They're museum quality. They want models that are really good replicas, and they want to be able to display them. It doesn't matter what the figure is. So we have kind of a responsibility to make sure that the authentic, some of these pieces are very authentic. And these were, if you look at it, that M51, this really has to be correct for really what you see coming this whole month. This had to be correct. So it was like, why not do this right? And Quaid's kind of a stickler on that stuff, man. He would much rather be making an exact version of something that's very like the best way that you could model it, right? And then, from there, you can kind of pick different colors or different stuff. But where I kind of come in, well, you'll see in just a second. Are you ready to move on to the next one?
No. I couldn't see my slide because there's so many things going on.
Yeah, he's ready.
I'm just fucking up the show.
Because this one, this was the second week, right?
Yeah.
But,
Damn.
this trailer, so to give you an idea, this was a single axle.
Yeah.
So really, Quaid was coming out going, okay, he was kind of really designing the invasion. He was kind of, we were talking about it, and he was like, you know what? I want to do this. And so we kind of went with it. And he really was structured through trying to get the trailers done. We've had a lot of people wanting trailers, at least like correct ones that we would make.
Yeah.
And so, Quaid went right at it, getting a real military version, like the M1101. That's about as realistic of a trailer at 1/12 scale you're ever going to find. I mean, it's legit. So the funny part is the way he's designed these now is, so the detail underneath is in place now. The axle, all the detail in the axles, instead of it just being a flat bottom or, most of the time we were just kind of having to sacrifice a lot of that undercarriage. Well, he's found ways to design the undercarriage now in a way that works really well. And
hell.
And then, this stuff, we still have our screw in, like stands. But on this carriage, he actually put the holders for the stands where you can screw them right into the axle.
Carry them. Yeah.
So you can carry them underneath. So there's a storage. Basically, the axle becomes a storage unit. But yeah, man, this thing is crazy. Because, just to get that flatbed to hold its and not go any further, that engineering was something you had to work on. Everything's got D-rings all over the place now, so you can put chains. And this set actually comes with a chain, a drum, and a gas can. The new jerry cans.
Yeah.
So it's nice, man. It's got a lot of stuff to it and a lot of fun for just a trailer, right? You can put a lot of gear in it. But what I was hinting at earlier is that this trailer in particular has a lot coming. Like, this is the base model of this, but what you're going to see over the next probably 2 months will blow your mind, because we're going to take this and the components, you can kind of see where we've already put staking points.
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be all kinds of things that attach to this and go into this. And just give you an idea of size. Like, a lot of people can't tell. I kind of off that. Let me see. I got a Toxo-Viper here, just sitting here. So give you an idea of size.
Surprised it wasn't Grunt.
Yeah, exactly. So to give you an idea, a guy could lay in here real easy, right?
Oh shit.
So if you think about it in terms of bivouac.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
No sec. So there's a lot coming with that, and so that'll be a fun one because we'll do an Arctic version of this also. So there'll be some cool. Expect some cool like gear outpost kind of feeling going on. And by the way, I think we showed it in the pictures. I don't know, Travis, if you saw that in one of those pictures. Like you can see it where the bed actually, you can unscrew the bed from the frame. So the frames on all these are modular. So if the frame's a different color, you can change it or interchange. Now they come with these big screw bolts, and it gives us that undercarriage detail and the ability to swap out different colors. Not to mention that frame then can access different things like flatbeds, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
So expect a bunch of stuff to be happening with this like utility logistics gear, you know?
Yeah, like Warhawk said, you're halfway to a deuce and a half with that.
Oh yeah. I want to get to there's a pair of super chats. Yeah.
Warhawk, you're in his brain.
Let me just say the word.
Yeah.
Let me just say the word gun truck.
Oh,
and a lot of guys that understand what that means, they should be excited.
Oh,
let me just get to some super chats from our guy War Chest. He's just, he's full of cash tonight. Here we go.
Has all the money.
Yeah, here we go. Since we have a new HISS tank coming, so the Arctic one, can we please get something to take the place of those crap missiles that plug into the sides? And then his follow-up is, those tank missiles look like some Nerf bullshit. I've never been happy with them. Mark, what do you think?
Oh, he's gonna be excited, man. War Chest, don't worry, man. We got you. We're thinking because we have a lot of stuff for the HISS coming. I know everybody's like, man, where's that been? But we had to come back around to it, and we had plans, and Tony's even seen them. They're on the dry erase board in the conference room. We've had a drawing on there since the HISS came out, and we just haven't been able to get back to it. And it's craziness. So the missiles are going to be the least of your worries. We're going to get that taken care of real easy. But the things that the HISS will be able to become is going to be crazy.
And he had another follow-up. Thank you, man. You're paying my rent. Bro, Mark, can we get a hot tub and a barbecue grill for the trailer?
That sounds like a good idea, man. Maybe we'll get an ice chest and we'll do it up, man. We'll do it up.
The ice chest is with the Snowcat, though. That's true. Proprietary.
M54.
We're from Arizona, man. We're used to that. It's how we roll.
Yeah. Hey, we got a 20 banger from NJ Eddie 88. Thank you. That's how much like a hot dog is at the San Diego Fair. So I appreciate that. Thank you, Gridiron, for all the great stuff. Thank you,
man.
NJ.
Thank
Eddie.
you, man.
Thanks everybody watching. Wrong night, wrong time. Started early. 200 people tonight, man. Like the show.
Awesome.
Thank you so much. And we still got a little bit more. Thanks, Mark, for hanging out late. But what's cool is we're all West Coasties. So we're all on Pacific time, right? So we're good. Everybody staying up late. It is like 1 a.m. in the East Coast. People fucking with us. That's what's up. Look, we got some light trailer pictures, and then I think you were talking about the detached part. That's the one on the left, right? Is that the one?
Yeah, that whole bed can be detached. So now that allows modularity down the road for even the base frame of a single axle trailer. So, I mean, we could literally just get you guys different trailer beds that instead of having to buy a whole new trailer, if you wanted to swap out, you could swap out. But it also allows you can customize between trailers. So if you got two trailers like a desert and you could actually swap out the different frames because we'll have different colored frames along the way too.
You could probably make one a dually. Couple.
Well, there is a dually. I mean, you're talking like we have the dual axle.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, on the big carriage. This is a big bad boy. So it's like
8 wheels, or like a
yeah.
Maybe like a M54 gun.
Oh yeah,
truck?
we could totally do that stuff. Yeah.
Ooh.
And then we have some. So we had to look at the desert version of the light tactical.
Come on, man. That was where Sergeant Slaughter blew away the Scorpion.
What else?
I was so proud of that.
Right?
I was proud that they were all hanging out in the trailer, like feeling good about themselves. And then Sergeant Slaughter came along and
he killed the Scorpion too. Hey, you can't be killing my Alacran.
Peter's gonna have words.
My poor
You're low
sword
key
beard.
telling stories in your stuff too. You know, before you would have
Trying
some cool looking poses, but
to
now
kill you,
you're
buddy. He's trying
actually
to kill you.
telling stories. It's cool. Yeah, we got the
Oh, yeah.
shadow. And then we got more barriers. We got concrete road barriers, fortification.
Oh my God, my area is littered with those damn things right now. They're doing so much construction.
Well, yeah, we wanted to have like, you know, we definitely knew like, especially like the you know, all the, you know, the Jersey stuff, right? We wanted to have those, man, where, you know, some of those, just having like a highway barrier, you know, that would be on a base or in a construction area. And then going concrete with those, given that concrete look, we were, you know, Quaid went, the only thing I was saying, hey, I told Quaid on the concrete one, you know, this whole piece was there was a time in Gridiron's, you know, short life when this was such a point of contention.
I remember
that wall. And if you guys remember, back in the day when we were doing resin, that wall couldn't be made. You know, we had to make it out of foam.
Yeah,
because resin would just not work, right?
And some people were crybabies about
And
it.
some people didn't like it.
Yeah.
Namely one, because I never had any complaints about the actual product.
Right, exactly.
Just heard from one person. But
jackass.
Yeah, totally, man, dude. So it was like this was a piece that immediately Quaid went in there and put a gun port and put some metal reinforcements on top of that concrete. So it doubles as really a little weapons fortification, as well as just a concrete barrier for a highway or for a base, you know.
Oh shit!
I like the orange.
Getting ready to throw down.
Yeah, and clearly that concrete one, you can see it. There'll be higher versions of it too. You know, there'll be full like wall versions.
That's funny you mentioned that.
Yeah, there'll be a fortification walls and stuff. Now that the bases are set and they're interlocking, so it's kind of a cool little feature to keep them all together.
Would you
We'll have corner pieces as well. That's been a question in the past.
What about like destroyed concrete? You know, like columns getting punched out or destroyed barriers, the same barriers, but like
there'll be all that. Yeah, in fact, that'll be coming with those. Like we did a little bit of some bullet holes on the Dragon's Teeth. Same concept. That'll be applied. There'll probably be levels of damage. You know.
Yep.
Yep. And they're basically the same part, just done in that shape. But you can see the chip outs of the concrete and some of the bullet holes, you know.
Diorama time.
Two things I wanted to
That's where we
point out.
started, man.
Well, three things because we got another super chat. Slap Happy Toys $9.99. Thank you.
Oh, Slap Happy, man.
Thanks, man.
Appreciate that.
He's a good guy, man. That's a good guy.
Awesome.
Got some good people in the chat tonight. Thanks again. Wanted to point out that you talked about World War II, right? But some of this stuff, all this stuff works modern. You know, and I had
goes across the board
on the phone, and I'm like, yeah. But now that I actually see it, you know, I have been seeing it. You could throw this in class. It doesn't have to be retro.
No, it's just a cool design. You know,
yeah.
It's a cool design that they had back then, and that M11 that carriage was used all the way through Vietnam, pretty much active. So it came into our Joe world. You know, if you guys all believe, like I do, that G.I. Joe kind of was born out of Vietnam, right? That era.
It was. Yep.
You know, what we, you know, kind of look as the base of it. So it makes sense that we try to pull some connection to the Vietnam stuff. That's why, you know, like Marauders is such a good at the 118, man. His Vietnam stuff is killer. And so we, you know, it made sense for us to do the M113, which was such a Vietnam vehicle down at 118. But I'll tell you, man, this was a Vietnam vehicle or Vietnam utility, you know, AA gun. But as far as I'm concerned, the thing that I hope people know, because at this point you have to understand, Gridiron does a lot of, there's nothing that Quaid really works on that he doesn't think modularity, and then I'm pushing ideas and conforming to get him just to go more like G.I. Joe or Cobra, but his basis in reality is what I think makes Gridiron special. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's because there's not like we're sitting there two hardcore Joe fans just wanting to make some cool futuristic stuff.
Fantasy.
It's like he's following a guideline of realistic military, and he'll usually keep me in check. He'll be like, man, that doesn't work like that in real life at all. So I'll be like, well, how could you get that to happen? And that's how we evolve to our tornado. Like when we go to try to accomplish a vintage or like a retro whirlwind.
The whirlwind, yeah.
How do we get there without it being the connection of reality and Joe world, Joe universe, Mm-hmm. So him and I kind of share. I think that's what ends up happening most of the time is we kind of build into that design that way.
My microphone fell out.
East
Now
Coast
you having
Cody had
trouble.
a question. Basically, he was wondering where your desert mech was at.
The desert.
So like
Which one?
the same walkers, not the bubble trouble walkers, but the other walkers that you had.
The desert one? Oh, yeah. That's a great question, man. I was just going over that in my head. I was like, why did we never make desert walkers? Like we never did the two, like, I don't know what we were thinking. That's kind of a strange thing, but you can count on it. We've put together a list of the things we think we've missed along the way. Cause it's crazy. And Tony knows, he's been over at the shop. There's so much. We're coming up on 800 products. In fact, next week, we're basically going to be celebrating our 800th product. So you got to think 800 products, and that's not in counting really all the color variations. So it's nuts. And, we kind of get to that point where we're like, man, we'll go through and we'll all see, like, I knew that the walker needed to be Arctic because of the snow serpents. But I'll completely space the desert. Now I've kind of gotten it locked in. But
would you be able, would you get a fee if you gave that to like got Fresh Monkey Fiction to do like an injection molded version? Because I loved your one-man army gun, but having it injection molded is just nice.
That's a tough one, man. That's one of those ones where like that one worked, right? Because they could break apart certain things. Where like the decapitator, like that's a hard one to tool. You'd have to really break that down.
All right.
But it's one of those things where I think everybody was wanting that our chainsaw to come back. And that was why when we talked to Monster Force, like that's a good one for them to produce that way,
Yeah. And I
I'm
told
not
that
fully. I mean, to be honest with you, I'm not like I get the economics of it, but on a design standpoint, like there's certain things that that they just can't do that we can do.
Okay.
Oh,
And so I think we showed it with the master key that they had produced. And some people pointed it out. It's they got rid of the port to load. So when you go to Monster Force, the master key isn't, that shotgun's really not set up correctly, but it's because they couldn't do it that way. It's kind of weird, but it's good. It's a nice gun. It's hard plastic and it's all that.
oh
stuff.
yeah.
Got you. All right, cool. Let's get into, you hear me, right? Because I just plugged
Yep.
in my microphone.
Yep.
Let's get into week 3, which is this
Mhm.
week of what we got here. So you got the tornado.
Yeah.
You want to take us through the Gridiron Texas tour now? The tornado, the dual Vulcan 20 millimeter.
Yeah, so
Vulcannon.
That's it. The Vulcannon. This was a piece. So talking about those steps, when we're looking at the whirlwind, like to try to accomplish a whirlwind type classified vehicle, it all goes back to that flip tire, that rotating tire. And this is another one I don't think people are getting a scope of how big this thing is. I mean, this is once again a pretty large.
Look at the drums. Damn.
Now check this out though. This is that new articulation.
Yeah.
Got
That's
some new-
smooth, none.
Dude, you put this on mech legs, you just devastate. Okay, never mind. I
never even knew that G.I. Joe had the whirlwind. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah,
me
so
either.
it's just butter, man. It's a crazy. What he did with this is nuts. I mean, we're getting to a whole nother level. The rotation's all there, and once again, it's the same, basically same turret ring on the rotating tire, and then these tires will rotate up and they lock into place. So there's just a locking mechanism. So you get that whirlwind base. The thing we wanted to add to this was a nice like a platform. So you know, either a guy's servicing the gunner, you know.
Is servicing the gunner, Mark?
Yeah, servicing the gunner, man. Like, you know, maybe he needs a drink in there. You know, this picture this thing is like the bubble turret on a B-52 or whatever. You know, this is like,
you got diamond plate on there?
Dude, there's diamond plate on the base, yeah.
Nice.
Hi, it's me said it's a cup holder. Get out of here.
It's a popcorn bucket.
There you go.
Yeah.
Those are
popular,
so right?
This is a sweet one, man. It's just got some really cool features.
Amazing.
And I think it not only pays homage to what we know of as the Whirlwind in a great way, but the modularity of this, for any guy that doesn't care about that, I mean, all the barrels come off. That means you can put anything on there. That means all of our tank barrels work on this.
Yeah.
I mean, there's endless possibilities of you know, you could put the rail guns, the regular, you know, cannons that we put into the turrets and stuff.
But Vamp can tow it. That the Hound can tow it.
Yeah, and this one works really good for that. Yeah.
Good timing, Tony, with the slide.
Yeah. Oh yeah. See, M113. Yeah. Oh yeah.
And so it gives, you know, the drums come off, so we can do different types of drums or canisters. You know, this thing can turn into a dual flamethrower very fast.
Ooh.
Because we already have the flamethrower piece. You know, that weapon that we use with, you know, some of the bigger, you know, mechs.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They plug right in here. So, and it was cool, like the way that we designed. Oh, well, this is the cool part. Let me see if we can show you. I don't think we can.
Did I ever ask you if you were going to do decals yourself or still talking to people?
Yeah, you know, it's like, it's funny. We would love to. It's just not our thing. So, you know,
that's why you want
it's like instead of like focusing all kinds of energy on it when guys are already doing it pretty well, you know.
I remember your answer, Mark, from the last time you were on the show. You said we need to just connect on it, but it hasn't happened. Like you were willing to like connect on the decal stuff. But it just
connected with somebody, but they were like scared to like.
Tony, tell your Bad Mothers guy I'm here, man. Get on the phone.
Hey, Gridiron sets from Bad Mother on eBay.
Yeah, I'll talk to Jeff.
Tell him to get on the phone, man. I'm open to anybody. This is cool. I don't think a lot of people knew about this. Like these drums all come off.
That's awesome. I didn't know that.
So you can put any of the drums on. So like, let's just say you want to turn this into some kind of toxic thing. You could put our radioactive drum in here.
I knew you were going to say that. I was going to put the radioactive drum in there with the skeleton.
You can do any of that stuff. And but it's cool, man. They all have, each one of these weapon components now have a longer, the feed component is longer and the shield has been added. So you might recognize this system from the like Sentry turret.
Yeah.
But now it's got this whole expansion with the shielded piece and all that. So, and a little throwback marking.
I'm looking at the Whirlwind and I'm like, wow, dude, he just killed it with that.
Yeah. I want to put this with that Gridiron Vamp I got.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I told that.
It's a beautiful piece, man. I mean, just the way that the cockpit works and the functionality of this, you know, you don't have to worry about, remember how like these things are always hard to stay up and they don't stay up?
Yeah.
Now it's just butter, man, and they stay up perfectly.
Oh,
I'm not gonna get that PlayStation 5 anymore. GTA 6 can wait.
You're getting GTA 6, you're getting Wolverine.
This is worth it, man. I mean, look at that riveting detail, man, on the panels.
It's so great, man.
That's killer.
They did this the whole generator in the back.
Quaid got down on that.
Yeah. Little fuel tank.
Thank you, Arizona State University.
That's it. No, man, they didn't help him at all.
Oh wow.
That degree was worthless. But yeah, it's a cool piece.
Yeah, I like all the scenes that you're doing now. They're fun. So.
Yeah, it's just nice now, and it makes it. I think it just makes it more immersive. Like every photographer, like nowadays with AI, you know, everybody's throwing stuff out there, but if you'll notice with us, we're taking every photo I take. So when you're looking at something, how it's posed and how it's set up, that's a photo that I've taken. So
Yeah, you just add in a background.
yeah, we don't sit there and say, hey man, throw this thing in here and make it look like this. And that's not the product you're going to get, because that's literally the product I photographed is in the picture. So
yeah, no, it's dope. Hey, you got to use the tools while they're at. If they're going to take my job, I'm going to use them. They're going to use me. I'm going to use them.
Exactly.
I'm not against AI because you're never going to beat them.
No, and we're never afraid of technology, man. It's like
Yeah.
when you start to be ignorant of technology is when you get left behind. So
You're out.
I have to work with it. And I think it's just they're a cool way to kind of present the product in a better way than, you know what, do you want to look at my old picture in the background? And, you know, like, you know, it's just one of those things.
You're still designing and engineering it from scratch. You're just using it to promote your stuff, just like, you know, anything else. We got, before we get into some questions to close out, it is getting late for everyone. So we got construction road barriers. You threw these up, I think, yesterday, right?
Yeah, Tuesday or something. Yeah.
Yeah, so we got those. And then so I just wanted to show that you got the two different colors and then just kind of how they stack up or stack alongside each other.
We're trying to build out now. We're taking some time to build out that diorama world, you know, and I think there's a lot to come from us in that world. I mean, there's a lot of capability that, you know, we can put towards that I think it'll help people enjoy the collection a little more, you know.
And then we got the desert. This was yesterday, was the desert tornado. And then you had the shadow one is going up tomorrow.
Yep. We have that gunner helmet coming too, a desert gunner helmet.
Desert gunner helmet. Okay, cool. Let's get a closer look on that. Sweet.
And then we have, and you can see the modularity. I mean, it pops right up on the phalanx or the M113, right in the turret ring, like it's meant to be there.
Oh, and you can put the quad 50s on there too, right? Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Exact same setup. Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
And I think, you know, I always say I like Shadow, but going through this stuff, I think Desert's winning, and it's good time with the Desert. You know, we were joking about the Mauler, but who needs it when you get the Phalanx and you get the Tornado, and and then now we have, you know, we talked about Dusty, and we have all these other characters coming too. So it's good timing, good synon. Like, do you ever are you tipped off with Yojo June? Do you know some kind of an idea of what's going on? Do you predict it yourself? Do you try to
zero.
You just do one thing.
Yeah, like that's what I find funny is like when the Off-Striker came out. Remember that where we came out with the Hound the day before the release of the Off-Striker? We had no idea that was coming. So we got very lucky on what we were doing. But in the end, man, we're our heads to the ground, man. We're just grinding out stuff constantly. So we're not too worried about what everybody else is doing. We're just trying to stay in a groove, you know, and some things are just fun projects, like they're just passion. And then other things are like, hey, this is something we have to do to get this in. But it's all fun, you know.
And then it's fill the void with no HasLab coming and this and that not happening. You know?
Well, that comes down to next week. So I'll give you this. I'm going to give you this tiny little hint.
All right.
The finale comes next week. And I'll tell you, it's basically, if you want to count the Phalanx, I'm saying as a real operating vehicle, the Hound, the Phalanx, the M113. I would even consider the Gator was an official like release of a vehicle.
Yeah.
That was kind of our first boat. Tomorrow will be our fifth, or next week will be our fifth vehicle release. So it's a full-on vehicle release next week, not extra stuff, none of that. It's an actual vehicle.
Oh, remember the days of the loadouts.
Yeah, it's funny, man, because I can't, everybody always asks for them, and we can only really rotate a couple at a time now because you know they are so time consuming.
Yeah.
And you know, I got people, you know, we've been back ordered still. I mean, I think we're doing better. I think right now we're at about 26 business days.
Oh, that's
which is
cool.
not 45, which is
Not
good.
45.
And the systems that Colin has been putting into place with inventory has really jacked up the speed. It's pretty crazy, man, what he did there. He just dug in and did this great inventory system that got us way more on track. So it's been cool.
All right, so there's a couple questions before we let you go, but this
Okay.
this guy's been throwing money at us all night. Can you answer that?
What's it say, man? I don't have my
Can you
glasses.
tell us
Can you
land,
tell us
sea, or air?
land, sea, or air? Land, sea, or
Next
air.
week is land.
All right.
Okay, land, man.
Land
Right.
in a way that when everybody sees it, they're going to recognize that this was a vital thing that had to happen.
Okay.
Okay, I like it. I like it.
Oh,
I
yeah.
like
Tony
it.
knows.
I don't know
All right.
nothing.
Rapid
Yeah, you
fire
do.
question time. You just
Yep.
answer quick answers, and I'm gonna first go to Romo and KJ. Ready? Jungle, desert, or shadow? Pick one.
Shadow.
I like jungle.
I was gonna, yeah, I would have guessed that. Yeah.
I'm in
I
the
mean,
desert
shadow
with
because I already
Mark and
got my
everything, though.
guys. I got my Sigma red, the black and red. So they're ready.
But I think after tonight, man, I'm like, man, I don't know. I might need to get into the desert stuff. I think desert
Mark,
is
when you come
winning.
back to
Cool.
AZ, you said next week or something.
What up?
Mark, when were you coming back to AZ for a bit? Next week? or
This
something?
next week, I think. Yeah, we're going to be there over the weekend.
Okay.
I got to be there with Quaid to go over the final model.
Cool. All right, so we each got one now. Rapid fire for Mark so we can get the hell out of here. Mark, we need camo, black, tan nets.
Coming.
Boom.
Yeah, they're coming for sure.
New York night. Hey, Mark, can we get a Vietnam era Pac V or ACV?
Yeah, I think once we get really tuned in, we'll be doing a lot more of the Vietnam stuff for sure.
Dope. From Hella Geek, who was here earlier, got to request some white addendums for the Arctic Hiss 2, like something to cover the turret to supplement the missile rack.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely.
All positivity here. Gin Rummy, vehicle incoming for the Skull Crushers.
Nice question.
I would have to say next week.
Woo! We got another hint. Yes, I love this. Okay, cool. Is Gridiron going to make World War II weapons?
Absolutely.
Okay.
We are going to put our foot down on all that World War II stuff because we're not going to let that go astray. I spent 20 years doing World War II dioramas. Our whole business Build-A-Rama was based around it. And so I'm not going to let anybody touch any of that. We're going to take care of all that for everybody.
I'm gonna have to grab that World War II Wolverine so he can grab some of that stuff.
Yeah, you can expect World War II tanks to come.
Whoa, there you go. And because this guy gave us a super chat, I'll throw this one up here. It's just a comment, but man, Instagram makes everything look small. That thing's enormous. That's why we do this show.
That's why we do this show.
That's why
Mark,
we
you
do
know
this
the
show.
Willys Jeep was modular in a way that they could swap out parts if they needed to. They came across. Oh
yeah.
You know, never mind. Forget it.
No,
Forget
we're right in that alley, man.
Okay.
Yep.
Mark, you're awesome, man. You're awesome, dude.
Dude, you're awesome.
You're awesome.
You're awesome.
You're awesome, dude.
R from East Coast Cody 299. Thanks, my friend. Are more Operation Monster Force loadouts on the way? That's more of a Bill Big Bad Mike thing.
Yeah, I mean, I have plans to do some Monster Force loadouts, like supernaturally kind of things. We have plans for that for sure.
All right, super dope. And then yeah, man, I think that's it. We got anything else you want to tell us before we bounce out of here? Because yeah,
I would say for me that next week is a big week for sure.
Yeah.
If you've been hanging out and waiting, next week's a big when next week starts is not going to end probably. It's probably going to roll all the way through the end of the year. It's that big of a deal, I think.
damn. So the last
And-
week of the June invasion really invades 2026 as a whole.
It does in a weird way, because if you look at the trailers, like I was saying, the components that are going to be added to that the rest of the year are going to be amazing. And I think we're going to try to get next week's vehicle, the level of modularity. Man, I wish I could show you guys. The level of modularity is going to be off the charts. I mean, in a way that you've never seen us do it before. I mean,
Jeez.
we're actually talking about, we're talking about a land vehicle. So I'm not hinting anything more, but it's, if you want to think like modular, I don't know, modular suspensions, it's that modular. It's like there's just levels of detail that you can keep going and keep going. So it might not be for everybody, but a guy that really wants to get something to a different level, he'll have a choice. That's all about us, man. We're about options. So we don't force anybody to get anything. We want to give you a chance to get whatever you want. But that vehicle is going to be something special. And I think as we're going into the fall and into the winter, June invasion was just the start. It's a push that goes all year long. So the second half of this year is going to be crazy for us.
And this is a perfect segue. Well, not that. Sorry. I mean, I was just when I'm about to hit a comment, something else pops up. Crazy chat tonight. Thank you guys. War Chest again, just buying us Snicker bars. Mark, will one be on display at Joe Fest?
No, probably not, because we're not really having any. Yeah, probably not. But I think it's because it'll already be up for order. So, I know we got to get to Joe Fest. I mean, we'd love to get there. I think next year probably needs to be our magic year, because now we have enough vehicles that we could really populate Joe Fest like a booth.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then we're not just selling little guns. We would have some vehicles there that people could see.
Next year, I know Tony. I watched your show talking shit on Punk's Joe Fest show in a fun way. Next year, we got to be there. Toy Kind of Mood. It's the 10th year anniversary, right?
Bring it.
The Toy Kind of Mood and friends, whoever wants to go, and Mark Vuncannon, Gridiron Studios has to be there as well.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. Anniversary. And Shark Eyes from Australia says he's coming back because he was there last year.
Oh, that'd be awesome. That'd be great.
Right.
So I think this would be, and all the usual suspects will be there. Circle of Jerks and Tony and Punk and B and all of them. So
I think Crow might go too. He's a big customer of Mark's.
Yeah,
Crow's a big customer of Mark's. Crusty old Crow. He's a big.
Crusty old Crow and Darren and all that.
He was on the Phalanx in Canada, I think.
Yep. That's right. He's doing some great work. Crusty old Crow. Shout out to down south guys over there. They're cool. But yeah, let's do Joe Fest. But Comic-Con, we'll see you there.
Yeah, you'll see. So I got interesting part this year. If anybody's going to Comic-Con, we've been invited to 2 panels.
Oh, so I'll be there.
Yeah, we'll be on 2 indie toy panels.
All right.
I think they're both on Saturday. One's at like noon, and I think the other one's at like 7 or something, 6:30 or 7.
Cool.
All
Well, the one that's at noon will be there. Once you get into 7, 8 o'clock, I don't know. San Diego, we'll see what happens. Those late panels are tough. But dude, we'll see you there. Either way, we'll catch up, and that'll be sick. And we'll see KJ. He'll be representing.
That'll be awesome, man.
ATKM and all that.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that'll be fun.
We'll be in Joe Fest next week. And next week on a Toy Kind of Mood, it's a Joe Fest June. We're doing it. We're going to talk about Joe. We're going to preview Joe Fest with some people going, right? So we got GI Customs, we got Joe reviews, and we got David Allen. It's going to be a good panel covering the last end of Joe. They're excited to talk about, the last week of Joe June, but then I'm more excited to ask them about what they think is going to happen with Joe Fest. And then after that, we'll follow up. So that's going to be next week. It's been under 3 hours. Thank you all for watching and hanging out.
Thank you, guys.
Before you, Mark, last thoughts and social media.
Oh man, just always, man, grateful. I mean, our family, this is a family business to us. So man, all the interest that we have and the continued interest, man, for all these years now, just still blows me away. So we feel responsible for the product we make. And so that goes into the design level. And if you guys can see how hard Quaid works on these designs and how hard Colin works on the production. These guys I'm killing themselves to get product to everybody and get product that's cutting edge, that's the next level, not grabbing a file on the computer, and printing an STL of some model. It's like everything's done by scratch and it's done for everybody to enhance their collection. And everybody that understands and stands by us, that's what we're grateful for. So we hope to continue to keep doing it, man.
You do it well, man.
Thank you.
Romo, you're next.
I gotta quit my second gig, my part-time gig, and go work for Mark over there in Mesa.
We've been waiting, man. We've been waiting.
I go over there and Sandy's painting.
Dude, everybody has to do stuff. I mean, it's been crazy.
Oh yeah. No, man, it's been awesome on this ride with you guys, and oh man, it's awesome. Thank you guys for having me on too. I'm coming on whenever Mark shows up. I'm down to come on. Just not when, whenever, but whenever I can hit it up, whenever I can. Yeah, hell yeah. Always with this guy. One of my inner circle buddies right here.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. And congrats
with
on
some Gridiron generals up in here, man. Like we've been repping. I remember the first time I saw Mark's work, I was like, I'm gonna have to get more figs just to go with this stuff, man. I've been called a shill. I've been called glazing. I don't give a fuck what the fuck you got to call me. I'm getting these damn gridirons, man. Fuck y'all. I'm getting more of these, man.
He kept me in classified. He kept me in classified because classified weapons were all nerfs.
Dude, Tony should be the example, man, because I keep hearing like different podcasts where people are like, Tony gets all of his shit for free. And I'm like, dude, Tony, as close as he is to the inner circle, this is how anti-shill we are. I make him pay. So it's all, I might give him a little gun here and there, but man, he pays up, man.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Get it. There's no shipping.
There's just no shit. He comes over to get no shipping. Yeah.
I have a box that I just called the Armory. So people be like, man, I can't get these vehicles. It's like, look, man, like I have just from the GATs, will make these vehicles look like nothing. So it's space, but I'm clearing space. I'm working on it, man, because I got to get that stuff. I got to get that shell of phalanx. So to go with these Monster Force, Soldiers of Fortune, all that's Skull Crushers. I got the Commander fig on the way. We wouldn't have it in time for this episode, but it's all good.
I'll tell you this little bit, man. Remember, all this shadow stuff that we've been planning has really been all planned for the Gridiron Force. So you're right on the money.
I can't wait, man. All the best to you and yours, man. It's always good seeing you, man. For real. It's always a pleasure.
You too, man. I miss you, man. We need to do lunch while I'm in LA.
Yes. Yeah. We'll link up for real.
Okay. All right. I tried to link up with Moody, but he doesn't care.
No, he's antisocial.
Yeah.
I drive a lot. All right.
He's got a lady friend now. He's got a lady friend.
I don't need anybody now.
That's great. She's great.
Blame it on Michelle.
She is great.
She watched all night and told people to like the show. So
awesome.
She's a good one, man.
Yeah. So yeah, like the show. 3 hours, Yojo, whatever the hell it's called, Yojo June and Gridiron Invasion. I like you invaded with kindness. We gave your opinion and you just gave kindness, which like pretty much you shit on their products by being so nice. You did the opposite of what some other guy does. So it's kind of cool. All right, guys.
Life's too short, man. Life's too short.
Exactly. All right. Be good out there. Peace. We'll see you at Toy Kind of Mood 261 today, 262 next week for Joe Fest preview and the wrap up on Yojo June. So for our wonderful guests, Mark Vuncannon, Gridiron Studios, for Hella Geek Paul, Tony's Figs from the Circle of Jerks, and Black Genghis, I'm Moody. I'll catch you next week as well.
Peace.